Well, hello and welcome back to the second live stream on this channel. Please do let me know if you can hear me first of all, because if not, I'll have to sort something out. So I've just put my own live stream on for some reason. Please comment down below if you can hear me fine and can see me okay. I need to know because otherwise I'll end up messing something up. I can check it now, get it sorted, and we're live. Now, England fans, please do comment what your opinions on this lineup are. We'll put that on screen now. It's at the bottom. Pope in goal. James, Chilwell, Stones and Cody make up the back four with Ward, Prowse, Lingard, Phillips in midfield. Mount and Sterling, I believe, on the wings and Calvert-Lewin up front. It's quite a confusing one. Not sure. Jacob has put no. I'm guessing he is joking, but I'm not sure. Helen says, imagine if we lose. Hopefully not. I mean, they've never won a competitive game of football. So we hope England don't change that tonight. Anyway. Thoughts on the lineup first of all. Hopefully we got some people in here. We'll put some score predictions in as well. If you want to send them in, we're going to sort out the camera angle here as well because we're very, very off centre. I don't know why. But England fans, please do let me know what your score predictions are and your opinions on that lineup. We'll have a look, and we will have a look at the San Marino lineup I would put on screen, but I couldn't find it anywhere on Twitter. So we'll look at it on FOTMob instead. Benedettini in goal, Granodi, Rossi, Brolly and Battistini at the back. Luandi, Golacini as the CDMs. Palazzi, Berardi and Hirsch as the attacking midfielders / wingers, with Nani, not the Portuguese one, but Nani up front. And then England have lined up in a 4-2-3-1 system according to this. Pope in goal. James, Cody, Stones and Chilwell at the back. That's not food. That is a spot, Jacob. James, Cody, Stones and Chilwell at the back. Phillips and Ward-Prowse as holding midfielders. Lingard and Sterling making up the two wingers. Mount in the middle and Calvert-Lewin up front. Shane says 10-0. Now, this is one game you cannot write off a 10-0 from happening because, well, they've lost, I think, quite a lot of their last games anyway. They did stop the rot and they're on good form. For them, they're on good form for them with a point in their last game, 2 draws out of their last 3. I think that they'll be happy with that more than most. The last results have been, well, we'll go back to 2019 when they started off against Belgium. Started off with a 3-0 loss away to Belgium, a 6-0 loss away to Scotland, a 3-1 loss at home to Kazakhstan, a 5-0 loss at home to Russia, a 1-0 tight game against Gibraltar when they lost, then a 2-0 loss at home to Liechtenstein, a 4-0 loss to Slovenia, followed by a point against Liechtenstein, 0-0. They then lost to Latvia 3-0, but then they did draw to Gibraltar 0-0. So they're not actually doing that badly. If we look at their group in the UEFA Nations League anyway, the bottom, yes, but they're only 3 points off second. So, I mean, for them, that's fairly good. Go through the comments now. Shane says 10-0. I've already said that could be happening. Lewis says, all right, fella, can see us 7-0. Lewis will be joining us at half time. I'll get him in. He's got food at the minute. Let us know how the food is, Lewis, as you cannot join the stream with your food. Gary has said 5-0. I've just moved my camera. I wish I hadn't done that now. I will just quickly do something here. There we go. Gary says 5-0 could definitely happen. Toby says up the Cowleys. Yes, up the Cowleys. There will be a live stream Saturday as well, if you were wondering if that would be going ahead, as the coverage does start now on ITV. If you want to watch it, that's where it is. And Matt says 7 or 8-0. Now, I wouldn't normally say this about an England game, but, you know, yeah, you know, it could be 7 or 8-0. Jacob has put it there. Lingard is apparently at left wing, which would mean Sterling would be at right wing, or they'll probably interchange and do a bit of both on those wings. And Lewis has chipped in to tell us how his food is. He says bangers and brews, absolutely class. I've had it before. I will back him up on that. Bangers and brews is very, very good. Are there any San Marino fans in here? Do they have any? I'm guessing people live there. But as I think we all know, it's not a very big country. It's just been confirmed here that it's a 4-3-3 according to ITV, with Mount, Phillips, Ward-Prowse in midfield, Sterling, Calvert-Lewin and Lingard up front. But once again, it's a bit confusing because there's a lot of players that can play in multiple positions in that squad. Matt has put Lewis. I agree. Great place. It is. It is, Matt. It is very good. As the coverage has got underway here, I couldn't get it on my TV today. For some reason, ITV won't let you put it to your TV from the iPad, so it's just being watched on there. I think we should have a look at some other games going on today, shall we? We're going to have to swap over to FOTMob for that. We'll have a look at some other games. I don't know why, but I clicked on CONCACAF, which I don't really. That's not what we're on about. We're on about the European games, really. Spain, they host Greece. Sweden host Georgia. Zlatan back for Sweden. Bulgaria, they have just finished and they've lost 3-1 at home to Switzerland. We'll talk about the under-21s in a minute as well because something happened with them in Switzerland. Italy, they've got Northern Ireland. They've faced up a few times before. Israel just lost 2-0 to Denmark. Faroe Islands travel to Moldova. Scotland, our fellow country in the United Kingdom, they host Austria. Andorra host Albania. England, of course, hosting San Marino, and Hungary versus Poland all in that group. Germany host Iceland. Liechtenstein host Armenia. Romania hosts North Macedonia. That is the games. And in other news, Mexico under-23s beat USA under-23s. Ewan has said, do I think Calvert-Lewin will score? Yes, he's leading the line for the three lines tonight. I think he could definitely get a goal. I don't think he won't, but he might not as well. You never know. He could get brought off at half time for Kane, who is on the bench. We'll have a look at England's bench now, actually. Their bench is made up of Henderson, Johnson, both of the keepers, Dyer, Maguire, Mings, Shaw, Trippier as the defensive substitutions, with Bellingham, Rice as the two midfielders on here, Foden, Kane, Watkins, and the three attacking substitutions they could be made. I'm not sure if there's a limit on subs in this. There probably is. Rashford is apparently still injured, according to this. Don't know why he got picked if he was injured. But there's a lot of options for England there. The funniest thing I'm finding about this is half of the San Marino team isn't actually appearing on FOTMob because I don't think they know they exist. We'll have a look at this Nicola Nani now, though. I think I've seen his name. I think we should have a look at if he's any good. Because, as you know, I like to go through the opposition, and when we don't know much about the opposition, I think we should just have a quick look. So we'll have a look at. He's disappeared again now. There's a Luca Nani who apparently plays for San Marino. He's a defender though. He's not up front. It's very confusing when you don't know who the players on their team are, but we'll find out and we will get to the bottom of it. Nicola Nani. Is that a real Nicola Nani? Is that not a Nicola Nani? We're not sure. Nicola Nani, I found him now. He's a 20-year-old centre forward who plays for Crotone. Stats 3 games played in the Nations League with 1 yellow card. Not getting a goal, but then San Marino don't tend to, do they? I don't think he's even played for Crotone yet. I don't know where that is. In Italy, Crotone is. So that's who he plays for. Matt has said, we'll put it on screen now, under-21s had a nightmare earlier. 3 wins in the last 18 tournament games. So much talent, but the management team not exactly exciting or the type to get the best from these players. I totally agree with you there, Matt. I was going to talk about them, so I will now. The fact that under-23s team, you look at it, we'll have a look at who they actually started with today, because that I said it earlier in the day when we were kind of keeping up with the scores, that under-21s team is a team that could win tournaments, let alone kind of get wins. It could win as in international men's tournaments as opposed to youngsters tournaments. We'll look at the team that England started with. Ramsdale in goal, obviously not doing well for Sheffield United, but he's still a good goalkeeper. Aarons, Godfrey, Guehi and Kelly make up the back four, all very good defenders. Davies and Skip, 2 fairly decent central midfielders. Hudson-Odoi and McNeil on the wings, Smith, Rowan and Nketiah through the middle. How is that team lost to this? Fair enough, the Switzerland side did win through a very good goal. But even England's bench today, Eze Jones, Sessegnon Brewster, Bursic Griffiths, Sessegnon again, Tanganga, Wilmot, Gallagher, Cantwell, and Madueke. And I think Jones was on there as well, if I haven't mentioned him there. But that team is a team of Premier League players. Some of them actually playing at the moment. You look at it, Curtis Jones, he's doing well. Brewster, not doing brilliantly, but he's playing, If you're looking at Nketiah as well, Smith Rowe has been class for Arsenal. Hudson-Odoi decent for Chelsea at the moment. Aarons has been good for Norwich in the Championship. Godfrey at Everton been very good. What happened? And the management team, they've had a look. They've had a look at him. Adrian Boothroyd is his name. He's managed under 18s, under 19s, under 21s. I think that's roughly his record. And losing 3 of his last 18 with that team. We'll move up now, though. Dad says, love the shirt that I got you. Second team tonight, but I think we'll win 8-0. Fair enough. Samuel Nash says, can you share us a match when it comes on? Unfortunately, no, or I will get my channel taken down, and I don't think anyone wants that. Well, you might want that. Matt and Dad said hello to each other. Obviously, Dad is Paul O'Neill in the comments there. Lewis has put on Labrix, put £1 on San Marino, and you'd get £100 back. Could bet that. Might as well just put a coin on it. I wonder what the England odds are. Shall we have a look here? So this is on Bet365 here. England are 1-1. You win, you put £1 on, you get your £1 back. That's quite simple. A draw is 51-1 as well, so not even expecting that. And this spot is getting to annoy me now. This one here. I don't know if you can see it there. Will both teams score? Yes is 7-1. Decent odds on that. No is 11-10. So that's not good odds either. Will there be more than 2.5 goals? Yes is 100-99. So that is one of the worst odds I've ever seen. Ewan has said, my prediction, 2-0 at half-time. Watkins will come on and score 2. Yeah, definitely. Could happen there. Like your profile picture as well. Absolute legend. What's the odds on 15-0? Dad, I'm not sure. Should we search up what the odds on 15-0 are on Google here? England to win 15-0. Versus San. Here we go. We've searched. We'll have a look. I don't know if they'll actually have odds for 15-0. You never know. As Southgate comes on to talk here. Under 7.5 goals. That's got good things apparently. It's not actually showing me the full odds here though. I don't know why. I'm sorry about this. I'm not being quiet for a reason. I'm searching to see if I can find what are the odds on England to win 15-0 against this San Marino side tonight. A draw. This is now 1 to 200 for an England win. That's not good odds at all. There's no point. England 7-0 is 11-2. It's not bad, I suppose. I think 15-0, Dad, would be quite ridiculous, but once again, I don't know. They're showing clips in the training camp now, but there's players in this England team. You know, people have been saying. Let me know as well. People have been saying, you know, I'm going to put this one up instead. What are your thoughts ahead of the Euros coming up in the summer? But not only the Euros, the World Cup qualifiers we're in now, and then obviously the forthcoming World Cup after that. With some of the quality players England do have, do you think England can win it? Do you think England can go further than that? Maybe. Do you think England can win the Euros and the World Cup like Spain did back then? Or do you think it is going to be a simple case of not quite good enough? But you never know. Do you think England will be able to finally win a tournament? Let me know down in the comments or side of the comments, wherever they are for you. I'm not quite sure where they are for me. Lovely bottle of Coke. Keeps you refreshed. Lingard back in the action tonight as well, as they've just shown him run across the screen. I think that's a good call up. He's been very good. He should have got Player of the Month on FIFA if there are any FIFA fans here. He didn't know, unfortunately for him. But you know, he's been very good for West Ham, and I don't think anyone can deny that from him, deny that from me, deny that from anyone. And Southgate hits a landmark moment for Gareth Southgate tonight as he becomes the first man to reach 50 caps for England as both a player and as a manager. Close to player and as a manager. It's quite good for Southgate there, and I've gone fuzzy again, and I don't know why. And I'm back unfuzzy again. So he's played 50 games as a player and 50 games as a manager as of tonight. Right, we're going to scroll up. Lewis, we stand a good chance winning these Euros. I feel like France will win it, though. And you know what England are like in semi-finals. Well, you say that about France, but if we look, I'm not saying that France won't turn up for the Euros or won't turn up for you know, a tournament, because I don't really want to say that, because if I say that, they'll end up battering everyone. But people will say, oh, yeah, France best in the world. But they drew 1-1 with Ukraine yesterday. 1-1 with Ukraine. And you're telling me they're going to win the World Cup? But yes, they've got talent. Don't get me wrong. Like the game before that, they beat Sweden 4-2, beat Portugal 1-0, lost to Finland 2. I think they're just a bit inconsistent. That's the problem with this French team, is they're inconsistent. And I think a lot of people agree with me, French fans as well. Now we're going to go up here. Go put on screen first. That's what Lewis has to say. Ewan Hogan, England will get to the finals of the Euros. I don't know if you mean final or whether you mean we'll get through the group stage. Hopefully we will. Hopefully. Lausch has said, I wouldn't mind popping a few quid on Lingard getting a couple tonight. Neither would I. Neither would I. Dad has also put in, going forward, we have class all over the pitch, and in the squad at the back, though, we still look shaky. Yeah, I'd agree. Defensively, this England side isn't the best. But even tonight, James, Cody, Stones, and Chilwell. Stones has been one of the best defenders in the world at the moment. Maybe you'll agree, maybe you'll disagree. Cody, he's been all right for Wolves. Chilwell and James, both doing very, very well for Chelsea. Phillips, a good midfielder there to hold it as well. And then even if you didn't want to agree that our defence was good, you look at the bench. Dyer isn't very good, but then Maguire, Mings, Shaw, Trippier, all on the bench with others that haven't been called up. Ezri Konsa, in my opinion, deserves a call up. I'm gonna just flick through these because bonk. There's one. World Cup is coming home. The World Cup is coming home. World Cup is coming home. Cameron Harris has put 9-0 England. Come on, we know where 9-0 comes from. How many times have we seen that in the past? Gary put again, World Cup is coming home. That is meant to be a British flag. I don't know if you can see that, but mine can see, a black spot. I don't know why. Ewan says, I mean the final when he says England are getting to the finals. Hopefully so. Hopefully. I wouldn't want to lose. I wouldn't want us to get there and lose. I'd rather just not go through the pain like we did in 2018. Do let me know. I'll tell you a story now. We were over in the local pub to watch that, me and Dad, and we got to penalties. And obviously he's watched a lot more of England than I have in the past. It got to penalties. Dad left the pub. He crossed over the road and sat on a grass verge. And then we won it, and he sprinted across the road back into the pub and started partying. That is how it happened. And then again, World Cup is coming home. Cameron Harris will get knocked out by Portugal in the semi-final of the Euros, and then France will win them. You know what? Portugal as well, they're going under the radar, aren't they? A lot of people have said, oh yeah, France will win it, Spain will win it, England will win it. No one has said about Portugal. Well, people probably have, but not in my opinion. And Lewis has put something here that I've just got up his career just to say this. It was a very long career, and R.I.P. Frank Worthington. Now, Worthington played for Huddersfield Town, Leicester City, Bolton Wanderers, Philadelphia on loan, Birmingham, Mjällby AIF, Tampa Bay Roadies, Leeds United, Sunderland, Southampton, Brighton and Hove Albion, Tranmere, Preston, Stockport, Cape Town Spurs, Chorley, Stourbridge, Galway, Weymouth, Redcliffe Borough, Guiseley, Hinckley, Cambers, Halifax Town as a player coach. You look at this, and that is a career that spans 20 years. That man is done a lot for football. He also managed England he managed Tranmere for 2 years after his career. He played for England 8 times, scoring 2 goals. He's a legend in the game, really. I know he played a total of 846 games as a footballer and 267 goals. Now we'll move on to a bit of a lighter note. Lausch said, Scummers get battered everywhere they go. They do. But we'll be nice. David Green has put England to win 6-0. We hope. Gary has put 5-0 England. Cameron Harris has put Portugal, Norway. You know what? As you've mentioned them, I think we should have a look at their squad from yesterday. We obviously know the 2 big hitters from their squad and who they are. So, we'll ignore them for now. But their squad for their 3-0 win over Gibraltar yesterday, they had Jarstein, Melling, Loder, Schranderberg, Svensson, Mijitso, Odegaard, Thorsvedt, Elyounoussi, Haaland and Sorloth. Now, the reason I think Norway are in the dogs in for a reason is because defensively they're not good. Melling, Loder, Schranderberg and Svensson at the back. Yes, they have a good attack in Elyounoussi, good player from Celtic, Haaland and Sorloth and Odegaard behind them. They're good, don't get me wrong. But what defenders do they have there? Not anyone brilliant. Even if you look, Stranderberg, 7.3 rating yesterday, but didn't really do much. So I don't think Norway stand a chance in the tournament, but you never know. Do I think Sam Johnson should be in? Not ahead of Pickford, but he is in because of injury, and quite fairly, I think. He's had a good. I know they're in the relegation zone. Don't say, oh yeah, no, he's not been good because they're there. But for a player in the relegation zone, he's a good goalkeeper. He's deserved it, yeah. But Pickford's injured, obviously, so you have to pick someone in quickly, and Sam Johnson's got that. Matt Vaughan has said, would you take all four of Grealish, Maddison, Foden and Mount to the Euros? If you have to leave one out, who would it be? That's the big question for Southgate. Would I take all four? If I could, yes. Because obviously you could play Foden on the wing and Grealish on the wing if you needed to. If I had to leave one of those four out, though, it's a tough one because they're all good. You wouldn't leave Foden out. I know he's inexperienced, but he's still very good. Grealish is one of England's best players at the moment, so it's between Maddison and Mount. And then out of those two, Maddison, Mount, they're quite evenly rated. Maddison's a bit more experienced, so I'd probably leave Mount out. But once again, either of them, you never know, an injury could happen, and then that's them ruined. Nicholas Edwards has said 2-1 to England. I've just scrolled at the bottom by accident. Helen has said 2-0. Hello, Blake, saying 2-0 to San Marino. This isn't Pompey. We don't go against them. Ewan Hogan has put 4-0 England, definitely. Gary has also said, same as earlier, 5-0. We're going to quote this one here. I think anyone take a screenshot of this if you can. If San Marino win 2-0, I will get their badge tattooed on me. Lewis, we can hear you loud and clear. And if that does happen, I will be quoting you to that and I'll be coming with you. Cameron Harris, World Cup final, England versus France. France to win 1-0. I hope not. I'd be painful. Cameron has also put, and watch this happen, England-Portugal final, Bruno 91st minute penalty to win the game that will start World War III. I saw that on Instagram quite a lot, actually, that would happen, you know, a 95th minute penalty from Bruno Fernandes starting World War III. Gary has said 5-0 to England. He said it a few times now and again. Lausch said, is the game on ITV or BBC? It is on ITV, the main ITV, not ITV2 or anything. I put it up here. Live Laser said 5-0 to England, hopefully. And he's also said, I screenshotted Lewis's thing. Thank you very much. We'll be quoting him if they do win 2-0. And Helen has put, lol, I was kidding, saying 7-0 to England. Fair enough. That's a lot more positive than the 2-0, I suppose. As Wembley looks weird, empty. Wembley does look very, very weird, empty. I don't like it. I don't think anybody does. As it goes dark, and I think the players are getting ready to walk out. I'm not sure what's going on here. There's just one bit of the thing that's lit up. Obviously I've got it on mute, so I can't tell what's going on. Please let me know if you can tell me. I think it's about the last 5 games. Sorry, not the last 5 games. About the last year that we've had, or something like that. Someone's making a speech, and obviously I can't currently hear it. So I don't want to say anything about that. I think it might be about racism, possibly, because he's saying multicultural communities. But once again, I'm not going to comment on that. Cameron has put Portsmouth would beat San Marino more than 5 goals. Well, we say this, but we know what Pompey are like, and we know Pompey could bottle a win against some of the worst players. And Captain Tom Moore has come on screen now. What a legend he is. Probably one of Britain's greatest legends recently. £38.9 million raised for the NHS. Fair play to that man. Unfortunately, we did lose him at the start of this year. What a man he was. 100 years old, maybe even 101. I don't know when his birthday was, but what a man he was. With Raggett at the back, a bit shaky how we'd win 5-1. Yeah, he'd probably bang one in for them just because he felt bad. Captain Sir Tom Moore, absolute legend. Yes, Lewis. Cameron, my club Reading would beat San Marino 7-0. Possibly. You've got, I can't remember his name now. What's his name? The central attacking midfielder. What's his name? It's not a Jaria, is it? It might be a Jaria. I'm going to have a look. I know who I'm on about, but I can't picture what his name is in my head. Elise, that's his name. Thank you. That's what I'm on about. But yes, Elise, very, very good player at Reading there. Possible England superstar in the future, maybe? Possibly. I fancy Baffins beating San Marino. You never know. Charlie Sealing goal. He'd keep a clean sheet. And then people banging the goals in as England get ready to walk out here. Dennis put Raggett out. Questionable, Dad. Questionable. 5-0 England. 5-0 England. Yes, Gary. 5-0 England. Lovelace, Havant and Waterlooville would beat San Marino. Haha. We never know. Probably. As England are the first team to make their way into the pitch with Sterling leading the team out. Bit of a weird captain choice, that one, I think. Personally, I would have had it given to someone like Calvin Phillips or possibly someone else. But you know, he's a very experienced England player. You wouldn't think he's nearly 30 or even over 30 now. Hopefully, he can regain his England form as England walk out in their blue kit. at Wembley, or it's blue shorts top, white top. I don't know. These Cameron has put Elise, Zhao, and Ajaria. Yes, those three players are class. I do know them. I just forgot their names. San Marino do have jackets. They have club jackets. Well, club jackets, country jackets. Didn't realise that. Ewan, this is the question everyone is asking at the minute. Haaland or Mbappe? Oh, let me know who you think. Let me know who you think. Haaland or Mbappe? Personally, I'm swaying towards Haaland because he plays in a tougher league. But Mbappe is possibly more technically skillful. But as a striker, I think if you had to pick one in your team in the Premier League right now, you go Haaland. But there was another debate that came up the other week that someone put Haaland or Kane if you wanted a Premier League striker at the moment. Because obviously you're looking at it and people were saying Kane's going to leave Tottenham, but then Haaland's going to come to the Premier League. City, which one would you pick as a City fan? I think in the Premier League, Kane, because he's proven, you're not going to get many people better at scoring Premier League goals than that. Lewis put a funny comment in. The linesman looks about 12. He has school tomorrow. I don't think he does. He might be linesmaning another game. Dad has backed up his other comment saying 15-0. Zoe has said, pup, yep. Play up, Pompey. I don't care. Haaland is better, Cameron. Yes, in my opinion, he is. Haaland all the way, says Ewan. Yes. Dad, once again, Haaland. Laura Blaze, Haaland, but Mbappe and international. Yes. Possibly. Mbappe is better internationally. Cameron Harris. Haaland has played much less games than Mbappe and there's only 2 goals behind him. Yeah. As a striker, you're not going to get, you can't look any further than Haaland in that role. As he is possibly the best in the world. And San Marino do sing their national anthem in probably the biggest stadium they've ever played in before. Either they probably have played at this Wembley before, but you never know. But they've just finished now. Trying to work out what kit England are in because they've got blue shorts, blue socks, but you never know with England. They could end up with a white top on here, as the national anthem is sung. Calvin Phillips back from injury, back in the team. Captain Kane on the bench. Proper random, but Højbjerg underrated. He is. Højbjerg is underrated. I know he's a Southampton player, but yes. Cameron. Exactly. Danny Cowley, yeah, or Danny Cow, yeah. Cameron. Yes. As of currently, yes. Maybe not in his career. Like Fabinho may take that role off him, or a couple of other players. But in his overall career, at the moment, Souček has been the better player for sure this season as well. We're waiting now for the break to end, and then England will be out onto the pitch, and the game will be starting. So we'll get some more score predictions in. Drop them below. I'll put them on the screen. Get all the score predictions we need. I'm also going to log in on my phone here so that I can see if I can chuck Lewis. Actually, I think I can get an invite code here. I can. So we're going to quickly type this code out to him for half time. So I'll be checking the comments in a second when I've sent in this. Copying the link out. Won't be a second, then I'll respond to your comments. Right, there we go. It's all done. And I can click off that because it is in the middle of the screen. Jacob, you already ball, are you? I didn't think you were from up north, but okay. 5-3. I'm scrolling up here. Lewis, Nick Pope to score. Maybe shove him up for a corner. He's about 9'2", so shove him up for a corner. I'm guessing this is Kane or Mbappe. If you wanted to buy a player now, you go Mbappe. But if you want a Premier League goal scorer, Kane. Zoe says 5-3. Ellis, Harrison, or John Marquis? Is that a trick question? Am I meant to check something there? John Marquis by far. Ewan Hogan 4-0. Charlie 8-0. Definitely. Zoe's changed to 5-0, and Lewis has put Harrison and Marquis. Big decision. I think we'll all agree on what that is. As a minute's silence is out there, so I will join in with that. as the round of applause starts now, so I'll stop being silent. Say it. What? It's Ollie Ball here. Maybe if San Marino win, I'll say it. Zach says get Cal the Dragon on. I think he's a bit more famous than me for that. Another one we've got to be checking. If Pope scores, I will support Reading's rivals Swindon. Didn't realise that they were Reading's rivals. Would have thought Bracknell. I know the area. But obviously Bracknell, very, very low down there. Who else would Reading's rivals be, realistically, though? Because Oxford, maybe? You know, they're not too far. Marquis. Zach says 7-0. Zoe says round of applause. And it also says kickoff. It is kickoff time. Going to see who's getting us underway. Hopefully, I'm not behind. Cameron says Oxford. Yeah, I would have thought it would have been Oxford because they're not too far. I think you have to go, through Reading to get there from Pompey anyway. Gary's put again Kane or Mbappe. I've said it already. Mbappe possibly as a skillful player if you wanted to buy someone for the future. Kane if he wants goals for a season now. Zoe, mate, swear I've seen you around Pompey. Probably. I do live here and I go out most days, so. You probably would have done. Austin, you are back. Yo, hello, mate. How are you? Hope you're doing well. Glad to have you back on the channel, mate. Glad to have you back. They take the knee in support of racism before the game. Well, it's not in support of racism, obviously. In support of the fight against racism. Nathan says, F off Pompey, F off. Fair enough to you. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for being here. If you wanted to, I don't really mind. Cameron, I missed your comment a minute ago. 9-0 or 7-0 it's going to be. I clicked on the wrong comment there because it's skipped. 9-0 or 7-0 it's going to be them two scores. Yeah, definitely. Zoe said lol, and Zach said Corrie is not on tonight. No, I don't get it. I wanted to watch Corrie. Not the football. I don't know what it's all about. Why is the football on? As England take the ball straight off San Marino and look to play a bit more kind of passing football. Surprisingly, England, I think a lot of fans were saying before this, if England were to line up with a 5 at the back system, Southgate is just in his own little world. And I'd be starting to agree with them because I don't think 5 at the back works most of the time. I mean, yes, we got fire in the World Cup, but if you wanted to say that was a good run, look at who we played. Wasn't great. Don't see it in chat. What don't you see, Jacob? I'm not skipping you, but I saw it. He's not making stupid comments anymore. He just said Sterling hat-trick 8-0 England. That comment, I don't know whether it got deleted automatically. I think I've got rid of it. I don't know. But it might be there. I don't know. Sorry, Zoe. Oh, that's what you didn't see. Obviously, Lewis has said shocking. Still 0-0. Can't believe it, mate. Nathan says Sterling hat-trick 8-0 England, and Paul, my dad, says up the Blues. Who's the idiot making stupid comments? Don't know, but they've not made them anymore. As England continue to have the ball, where San Marino are not really having much of a say at the moment. I don't think there's going to be a lot to say about San Marino today. They'll probably set up to try and not concede, and then eventually Sterling now coming forward. He's run through about 3 players here, out to the left to Chilwell, slows the game down a bit, looks to dink it in, doesn't. Cuts back to Mount, I think that is number 11 on today, out to Chilwell again, and then back to Phillips, who spreads the play into Ward-Prowse, the Southampton Pompey born. As Sterling gets into the box here, but the keeper makes it first. Still 0-0, should have been maybe 1-0 there. As the ball goes out for a San Marino throw-in. Possibly should have been 1-0 there with Sterling. A bit of good interchange play. Sterling, once again, could have been squaring that. But they have touched the ball now, Lewis, but with their hands, they're throwing it in. As you can see here with their number 11, I don't know what his name is. Austin, England need to win this 6-0. San Marino are a terrible team. They're more than terrible. I think they're like 260th in the world. As San Marino do pass it, knock it around England here. Before Chilwell smashes it clear, gets tripped, but I don't know if we're going to get the free kick for that. England have won it back off the defence as Calvert-Lewin comes into the box. Nearly gets dispossessed by the defender, but gets it back out to the right flank here to James. Back toward Prowse, quite small he is. And then it's just back to, I think, Mount again. No, that's Stones, not Mount. Ignore me. Chilwell now on the left-hand side of the back. Into Mount, which is Mount now. Over to Stones as England just look to pass it around them. Why is Lingard playing? Here's trash. Zoe, he's had a very good season. You cannot deny that. Yes, he's not been very good and he's been underrated. Well, not been rated at all, really. But I think he's had a lot going on in his personal life and needed to move away from United. He's had to be like fair play to the lad. Like he's had to be the dad of his household. He's had to look after his mum. I think his what's it called? His wife or girlfriend left him to fend for himself, really, and he's had to look after family as well as his own personal life. So fair play to him for getting back, going to West Ham and starting back where he was in 2018. I'm going to put this on the screen. Please listen to Gary. Sub to Blake O'Neill. Please do. It means a lot to me when you do it. What is my favourite football beverage? I don't know if you mean alcoholic, non-alcoholic, but you know what? As it's here, I'm going to go with this one for now. It's non-alcoholic. Coca-Cola Zero. I hate the way they've changed it from red and blue. As it's into the box by Chilwell, over everyone's head, out toward Prowse, who looks to find James again, who is offside. I keep clicking on the wrong lines, but Jacob, yes, Lingard is the GOAT. Gary said 6-1. Zoe said true. I think it has been good for West Ham. He has. Gary has said 6-1 again. Lewis and Jacob saying hello to each other here. We'll put it on screen. Hello, Jakey, and hello, my darling. Obviously, they're enjoying life there. As the San Marino keeper takes the free kick within 5 minutes here, and England should have already been 1 or 2-0 up. England have got it straight back from this free kick again, knocked back by Lingard there. Quite a good touch from him. Zoe, if that's question mark is for Lewis and Jacob, they're good friends there. They're joking around in my comments there. I thought I'd pick them out and put them on the screen. Jacob's girlfriend has said hello to me. Hello, Mads. How are you? Yes, Zoe. I put it on screen to annoy them or possibly embarrass them, but I don't think it did that. Back to James now, who knocks it inside to Ward-Prowse. He knocks it forward to Chilwell. Out to Sterling, who is playing on the left. Chilwell now out to Mount again, who seems to be involved in a lot today. Into Sterling, who knocks it back to him, but just reaches the San Marino player, who tries to shield it by jumping away from the ball and into the England player, who just nips it and gets the ball off him. Lingard now knocks it to Stones, who I thought would have a go, doesn't, pings it out across the box, into the box. How is that not gone in? How on earth is that not a goal there for England? Somehow and somewhere that's not ended up in the back of the net. James with a very good drilled cross. Calvert-Lewin's gone for it with his right. He's hit his left foot and gone behind him. And then it's just been tidied up, well, cleared away more. But that should have been 1-0 to England with Calvert-Lewin in the goal. Zoe, what's going on in the chat? They're all good friends. 2 of them are brothers and the other one plays Xbox with them. It will be funny. That is what they're doing. And just to do it, if you can't see the chat, Lewis has put love you, Jakey, to Jacob, which is responded by, I can't even find the response. Charlie then saying hello to his brother. But that's what's happening in the chat. Yeah, that's why it's funny. Jacob now saying hi, Zoe. Jacob is a joker. Yeah, always has been, always will be. Lewis, Zoe, we're just comfortable friends. Pretty much, Lewis, you are. Don't care what anyone thinks. You're just going to comment in my chat, which is fair enough to you. I don't mind. I find it quite funny, actually. I enjoy it. As England once again looking to get the goal out to Chilwell again on the left wing into Mount, still down the left wing, who's trying to get through. He's done quite a bit of skill there. Chilwell now back to Calvin Phillips, who pings a crossfield pass looking for Reece James. Cleared away and out for an England throw-in. Jake, you've got a missus. Calm down, says Charlie. Yes, Jacob, calm down. Naughty. Probably shouldn't have said that, but naughty. Ward-Prowse on the ball now. Pompey-born lad. Don't know how many times I'm going to say it. It's 2 Pompey-born lads started today. Mount flicks it into the box and it's hoofed clear by San Marino, who I don't think have left their half so far. As it's back now to Stones, to Reece James, and we'll have a look here. I'm looking at these comments from Charlie, Jacob, and Lewis, and they're quite funny. It's just whipped into the box. Sterling with the header. Sterling wide. Should have been 1-0 again there. Where's the beer? Don't have any. Carl says, what's up, Blake? Hope you're well. I am, mate. How are you? Haha, sounds wrong. It does, but they're just joking. Best football beer. Oh, I don't think you can go much further than a bud. That's the football beer, isn't it? It's the beer of the World Cup. Always has been. Jim, I've already read this comment. I'll put it on screen now. If anyone else wants to read it out loud, make sure you do. Hello, mate. Leather Channel. What's your thoughts on ex-Pompey Bots? That name getting the Sheffield United job. Oh well, fair play to him if he wants that job. Yeah, not falling for that one, Jim. Good try though. Happened on Saturday again as it's into the box again. Sterling heading it wide again. Captain for the day, heading it past the far post again. So there's another cross there. Oh, it's from Mount this time. Left footed, dinked into the box. Sterling comes in to win it, and it's just wide. Austin, do I have any Southampton friends or family? I know a couple of Southampton fans. I don't have any family. I don't think you could call them family, could you? Pompey and Southampton don't get along whatsoever. But you know, I have some friends that well, I know people that support Southampton anyway. Hello, I'm doing a survey for uni. Can I have your lads' honest thoughts? Oh, Jim, you're getting me now. You'll get that was a good one. That was a good one. Read it and respond to Jim in the comments. What you think to his question. 10 minutes in and no, this is awful. Yes, Charlie Hayden is a scummer. We don't like him. He's not. Wouldn't surprise me if he came out as a scummer though, but he's not. Lewis has said 10 minutes in 0-0. Yes, it's joke. Should be at least 15 by now. Into Sterling, who's just completely missed the ball when it's out for a San Marino goal kick. How is this not 1-0 to England yet? If you are watching, please do try and let me know how England haven't scored yet. Because 10 minutes in, and we haven't actually scored. But I'm going to get the one snack I do have for today, soft mints. Don't ask me why. But I found them, so I've got some soft mints on me. Do let me know if you're having any snacks. I know Lewis, we've already said, is eating all of the shop from Burgers and Brews. As these make a very loud sound, I'll try and get them out. I'm going to throw them over there. We'll put them down there and we'll pop one in. But we're looking through Twitter. Oh, the England thing earlier was remembering the members of the Three Lions we lost this year. Yes. Sterling comes into the box, cleared away. Charlie, I was at Accrington when we lost 4-1. You were, but I don't know if you wanted to be there. Fake fan you are, Charlie. It's not my opinion. I'm not saying that. And Zach has put this. Oh, well, that's not Zach, but I clicked on the wrong one. But please do sub to me. Zach put this. Char is a poo head. Zoe's talking to Charlie. As Ward-Prowse steps up to take the corner here, right-footed from the far side of the pitch. Mount makes a really weird run. Into Mount. Oh! Clear, well, blocked and out for a corner. Roddy Taylor, Chelsea FC Fan TV Taylor. Evening, hope the day was excellent and it wasn't too fried, scrambled or poached. Fair enough. Zoe, how? Ignore them. They're trying to get a reaction. Don't worry. They're probably aiming at each other, to be honest, but I don't know. Ward-Prowse with a looping corner now. Stones underneath it, but it's cleared just as far as Lingard, I think that was. Out to Mount, who's into the box now. Sterling, oh my God. Oh my God. How on earth have England not gone 1-0 up there? Brilliant ball in from Mount, and Stones from just about the 6-yard line has kicked it over the crossbar. Jacob, please calm down. No need. Come on, Jacob. We can trust you here. I think I'm a bit behind in the game here, but I'm not sure. San Marino goal kick now. Headed away, straight away, falls over. England free kick. I'm definitely behind here. Lingard on the right flank. Picks the ball up. Back to Stones. out to Chilwell. Chilwell into Sterling. Sterling across to Mount. Mount out to Chilwell again. Smashed across the box. Ward-Prowse left-footed far corner. England 1. San Marino 0. James Ward-Prowse with the goal. Southampton fans probably won't stop talking about that for the rest of their lives. But James Ward-Prowse with the goal there. We've got 5 comments here. I don't know what's going on here. I'm as far behind as Charles' forehead. Yes, I am, Jacob. I am. Am I the only person who's random here? No, we've got a few. I think there's only 3 people that I know that are in here. But yeah, and Jacob, you keep doing it, I will ban you. Well, I'll freeze you for about 5 minutes. Ewan is also another one that I don't know personally. I may do. But Ward-Prowse opens the scoring for England, making it 1-0. Lewis has put, no, we have one, we'll hang them in, hopefully. Had to be a Southampton player, it did. James Ward-Prowse is actually from Pompey. He is. Mason Mount's from Fareham. Ward-Prowse's dad is a Pompey season ticket holder. Jacob is kind of weird. Yeah, he is. I think he's trying to be. So if you want, just don't. Just ignore him. Or leave it out on 12. Charlie has put, you ain't wrong. Yeah. Jacob is a child. I think his mental age is about 4. He's actually 16, but mental age of about 2, maybe 4, pushing it. Lucky to have YouTube, if I'm being honest. FIFA 21 or NBA 2K21 says Gary. FIFA. I don't play NBA. Yeah. Awful ball there from Phillips. Straight to San Marino, who win themselves a free kick. Pointing on Mason Mount from Perbrook. Oh, that's the one. I couldn't remember if it was Perbrook or Fareham, but Perbrook, Dad says. Older than me, he will know more. Lewis says, calm down, ladies. Yes, calm down. Jacob, calm down, lady. Calm down. James actually went to my secondary school. Apparently used to boast about how good he was. Probably did. Would not surprise me. But yeah, as Pompey fans sing, your dad is ashamed of you to him. Because his dad, born and bred Pompey, Ward-Prowse brought up supporting Pompey. Pompey Academy didn't want him, went to Southampton, and that's the end of the story. Austin, favourite video game genres? Football or something like Call of Duty? Because I've got Football Manager as well. There might be a series coming out on that soon. But yeah, Call of Duty, Football Manager, football, FIFA, obviously. That's really all I play at the moment. GTA as well. Very, very good game. Ewan, who's your best player in Ultimate? I've got a few actually. I'm trying to do those objectives at the moment. I've got to finish them. But I had, Lewis, we'll put that in a minute. So I've had inform Rafinha. He was quite good on the wing. But my attack at the moment is looking quite good. I've got that 93 Rooney card. Owen is 90 card. I think that's the one. And I've got Adam Armstrong. So he's quite good. As Sterling makes into the box, across the box, hoofed away. But yeah, Rooney probably is my best player in that team. I can't remember who else I've got now off the top of my head, but I think I've got Ashley Cole as well at left back. He's quite a good player. Zoe Coddish goat. It is. We'll put Lewis's comment on here. Yes, Lewis, I have had 4 clubs in 2 seasons, but it was not my fault, if I'm being honest. You know, when you're at Charlton in your first season, you're what? A point off playoffs, and you get sacked after winning against top of the league. Okay, I went to MK Dons, kept them up, left them because they gave me £1,000 to get players in. Went to Swindon, and then Barnsley got me. So, you know. Jacob says, break your bottom of the playlist. Yeah, I always am. Funny, isn't it? I'd rather hit people than win it. Helen, I'm 13 in year 8, and my 19-year-old brother, when he was in year 7, James was like in year 13 or something. And yeah. So I'm in year 6, lads. I don't know. This is banter, mate. Ha ha ha. My best player is Flashback Ronaldo. I have been done by him so many times. I don't want to talk about it anymore. He's not the best card on the game, but he's very good. No excuse, mate. Lewis is about Football Manager. That's an excuse. I've only been sacked once. I should have been sacked at Swindon. Oh, Sterling cuts himself at his side netting. Should have been sacked at Swindon, but I didn't get sacked at Swindon. Helen Mason Mount also went to my primary school. Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. Should have been a goal really from Sterling there. Should have squared it. We won't talk about him squaring it though. Questionable. That's what I'm going to say. Questionable. Questionable. San Marino come down the right wing here. Stones has come to meet the person I was talking about before the game. I can't remember his name. What was his name again? Nani. That's his name with about 17 ends. But yeah. As it's cleared out for a San Marino throw-in. Gary, I'm not sure what you're commenting there. And Lewis says, Rah, don't do me like that. Well, it's got to be done, isn't it? Jacob's tooting your horn a bit too much, mate. A bit too much. Got to bring you down to earth. So you still come on with us instead of going to the famous people's mansions. As San Marino come down the right wing, whipped into the box and dealt with by Pope quite easily. Zach, I fanboy over Lewis. Fair enough to you. If you want a fanboy over Lewis, I don't mind. Gary, mate, I don't know what you're commenting, Gary. I don't know what that means. Phillips out toward Prowse. In to Lingard. Lingard on the right wing here. Back in toward Prowse. Back out to James. Back to, I'm not sure who that is. I think it's Stones that's pulled out there. I am behind. I know. I know what's happened. But I thought I'd comment it anyway. Sterling cuts inside here. Cross toward Prowse. Still not a goal now. Out to James on the right wing. Pinged in. Calvert-Lewin header into the ground, into the back of the net. England 2, San Marino 0. What did we expect? More goals than this. England 2, San Marino 0. So there we go. These comments are quite funny, actually. I'm enjoying these. Double, chill out. These comments are quite funny today. They weren't as funny as this the other day. I'm enjoying this. Calvert-Lewin's header into the ground makes it 2-0. And it looks like the San Marino players celebrating it at the front post. He's gone like this as the goal's in the back of the net. Whether or not he's celebrating the fact that they're going 2-0 down. But Jacopo says, hi from San Marino. Fair play to you if you are actually from San Marino. Do you support San Marino? If you do, what is it like supporting San Marino? I'd love to know. Jacob, calm down. Calm it. So far, you won't ignore him. He's being funny. That's all I'm going to say. Gary has said 5-0 England again. Sterling runs to the box, but gets stopped in his tracks. Out to Chilwell, pass it inside. To Mount, across to Lingard, who hits it, deflected across the box to absolutely no one. And it's kind of cleared away there. Not fully, but it is cleared, so to speak. Mount's fuming that he's pulled down a San Marino player. Berardi doesn't think he has himself, but you know, he has got the ball there looking back at it. But the referee's given the foul nonetheless. I want to see if that's Ward-Prowse's first England goal, because I'm not actually quite sure. That is Ward-Prowse's first England goal. Fair play to him. Not a free kick either. So, fair play to him. Right, we're gonna scroll up here. Right, Lewis. Right, listen to Lewis here. This is YouTube. These comments are mad. Exactly. I don't know what's going on. Got to be depressing supporting San Marino. Probably is. And Chris has said 4-1 to England. Hopefully, but hopefully we don't concede, because that one would be something, wouldn't it, if England were to concede against San Marino? Chilwell smacks one from distance, but it just brilliantly saved in the top corner. Lewis, I think you've got a point there. It probably is Jacob's girlfriend. Which is a point. I think. But anyway, I could still ban him, Lewis, for the fun of it if I wanted to. Be quite enjoyable, actually. Well, my phone has just let me know that England have scored to make it 2-0, so that's helpful. As the corner is cleared away, Calvert-Lewin passes it back to James, back to Calvert-Lewin. Calvert-Lewin? Calvin Phillips. Out to the right wing, not quite getting to Stones, and the San Marino player runs headfirst into him and claims for a free kick that they don't get. Austin, only 2 goals, yeah. I don't know how this is only 2-0, but it is. Jacob, calm yourself. Calvert-Lewin's flicked header just one of the posters. My chair decides it wants to make some stupid noises. And Zoe, Zoe, ignore him. Don't worry. Well, it's not Zoe, is it? It's that's your account. But yeah, just don't respond and he'll stop. Zoe, she doesn't know you, but Jacob. Dean says, how embarrassing, only 2-0 up against a bunch of workers. Yeah. Hopefully England decide to turn it on in the second half and get better, so to speak. Lewis says, Jacob, chill, you're up for playlist later. This is quite entertaining, these comments, but you know, as long as they're not taken in the wrong light, I don't mind them staying up. But just don't take them in the wrong light, Zoe, or whoever takes them on the wrong way. Just don't bother. They're not meant to be taken badly. They're meant to be taken as a joke. And I'm trying to work out which can of Coke is the cold one, not the one I've just picked up. Always nice. I'm going to finish off the bottle as England start the bottle. Hopefully England can start with 3 points to start the qualifying for the World Cup that no one wants to go ahead. Do let me know as well down below what you think of the World Cup being hosted in Qatar, of all countries. As it's out to mount it into the box, who decides to slam one. Good save there, actually. Zoe, once again, ignore him. Or, well, whoever you are. I know it's not Zoe, but I'm going to have to keep calling you that because that's your name on here. But yeah, just ignore him. Mr. Palmer, please stop it. I will embarrass you. I have pictures on my phone that I can show on YouTube that I don't mind showing. So calm yourself. Calm yourself. Mount shot, well saved there. Well saved by the feet. Stones out to. I'm getting things mixed up here. Zoe, I will do it if he keeps commenting silly things, which he probably will stop doing now because he knows what kind of videos I have. Austin, what phone have you got? I've got an iPhone 7. It's currently here on charge. Realistically, you know what? I'm going to add something to it in a minute if I can find one. I have. Are they up here? Let's stay up. I have these. But if you can see these well, them stickers that I got made. These stickers got them made. If I can get close to the camera, there you go. Got those stickers made, and I normally have one on the back of my phone, but it fell off. So it's normally like this, but it's not at the moment. So that's what phone I've got. As Chilwell drills one into the box, cleared away. And this game is actually getting quite boring now, as Lewis makes a very good point. Chill out, lads and ladies. Watch the game and chill. Just chill on my stream and chat normally, not like Jacob is doing. Probably get a text from him in a minute, actually. Lewis, half an hour and 2-0. Surely second half got you 4 or 5 goals, hopefully. Jacob needs a new sticker. Yeah, I'll get you one, mate. I'll grab one when I see you next. Lewis said half an hour and 2-0. Surely second half got you 4 or 5 goals, hopefully, mate. And do let me know that you got the code all right, because if not, I'll send you another one. I will check that I have it under message from anyone. San Marino have a goal kick now. Chris says ignore photo game. Yeah, I am. I just read the comments. I've stopped them now, so it's all right. Gary says 5-0 to England. Hopefully. Once again, this game is getting very, very boring. It's just England seemingly wanted to pass it through San Marino. If it doesn't work, they just hoof it clear. And yeah, I think England, they're playing well, but they're playing as if they're not playing against a bunch of farmers. They're playing as if they're playing against a team like Spain or Germany, which you don't really want to be doing. Yes, you want to prove yourself to Southgate you're enough, but you want to get a job done here. We're all Mickinson Saturday for boxing. Yes, we are. Hopefully he can bring the belt home. Out to the right flank to Lingard. That's not Lingard at all. That's Reece James. Reece James, yes. As it's cleared out to Stones, to Chilwell, who's for some reason in a cam position here. Back now to the centre backs, out to Mount, out to Sterling. Sterling running through. Sterling continuing. Sterling shooting and missing. And he's missing. And it's cleared now by them, picked up by the clearance and the goal kick, out to Sterling, cuts inside, and he's deflected to the keeper, and Sterling makes it 3. England 3, San Marino 0, and I'm starting to think I'm going to have to edit this more and more times as the night goes on. 3-0, San Marino. And maybe not. And the banner hasn't put itself up. There we go. Sorry, we're scrolling up. Pompey, yes, hopefully. Hopefully we can get promoted. Ewan says Harry are doing 3-0 up, mate. Cruising pretty much. No real threats being posed by the opposition. As we open a can of Coke now. How many subs can be made? Hopefully thousands, Lou. Hopefully for me. But we never know. So he says, here we go. I can make you. Can I read this number out? 1 million. I can make you 1 million subs today. Well, hopefully. James says, from the starting lineup tonight, who is your favourite player to watch or to be? I'd probably go out overall Calvin Phillips because that's where I play. I love watching him and what he does. Mount as well, good player. Lingard as well, but John Stones is there's loads. There's a lot of them. But I'd personally go Calvin Phillips. Plays the position I play and he does it well. Zoe says Mount. Yeah, very, very good player. Pompey as well from here. Out to the left here for Chilwell. Inside to Mount. Mount across the box. Headed wide. Calvert-Lewin did it over. Calvert-Lewin has missed another opportunity. Flicked on there. I can't really see who by. Flicked on by Lingard to the back post. And Calvert-Lewin has just smashed it 50 yards over the bar. He's gone for a kind of in the air bomb, but he's not done that very well. I don't know what he's tried there. He should have just headed it. Jacob, what player sums me up? Well, John Stones, central defender, and a good one at that. Simple answer for me, really, there, that one, luckily. San Marino have another goal kick. Seeming to have a lot here. Calvert-Lewin, back to Lingard. Feels weird saying England. Saying England. Saying Lingard when watching England, but we are. Glad to see him back. As Sterling gets in the box and passes it to San Marino. Ever seen 4-0 all over it? Yeah, I have. He follows me on Instagram. I've been on his channel last week. No, for the Wembley game. Before the game, I was on there. Nice guy. Nice YouTube channel as well. Hopefully, I can get that many subscribers in the future. Hopefully, one day we can hopefully get that many. Let's throw those soft over there before I eat them all. Kane or Mount? Kane. Simple one, that really for me. I watch him. Yeah, a lot of people do when they're England fans. Pompey fans, because he's quite a popular Pompey, YouTuber. Probably the most popular actually. Mount dances through the midfield out to the right flank for Reece James. Into the box, slammed, another missed opportunity, man. I don't get this. Slammed the cross there by Reece James. Sorry, by Lingard, looking not far wide, and Calvert-Lewin doesn't make the effort to come in at the back post and put it in. Billy says, "Hi mate, hello, how are you? How are you?" Dad says 12 to go before 15-0. 12 goals in how many minutes now? 55. Can it be done? Can it be done? Let me know in the comments, who is your favourite YouTubers? Probably won't be me. Jacob, he won't be me. Not many people see. Do I know somebody called Leo? Leo what? There's a lot of people called Leo in this world. I probably do, but Leo what? Out to the left wing with San Marino now have actually got the ball out on their left wing. Cuts inside and pings it into the box. Cut back straight to our centre back of Cody, who gets it forward again. Chilwell sprinting down the left hand side. Inside now to Sterling, who plays a lovely 1-2. Out to Chilwell again. Chilwell crosses it across, and Lingard taps it, misses it badly, and puts it wide. Mr. Beast is your favourite one, Ewan. Fair enough. He's a very good YouTuber. Does a lot for the community. Zoe, once again, he's saying it should be me, but it won't be me. Just let me know who your favourite one is. Blake O'Neill is his favourite YouTuber. Thank you, mate. Thank you. Lewis, don't you if you see it, but Wyke or Clark Harris? Ooh. Wyke or Clark Harris? This season, Wyke, but it depends what you want from a striker. If you want the big target man that'll win the headers and knock it across, Wyke. If you want a pacey striker that'll kind of get the chances for himself, and Clark Harris. But I'd probably Wyke. In the team, you need another striker up there with him, or someone creating for him like Sunderland have with McGeady. But yeah, probably Wyke. He's been better this season. But then it depends what system you're playing. If you're playing one up front, then you don't want him. You want if you want a striker to create chances for himself and do it himself, then it's Clark Harris. But if you don't want a striker that'll do that, and he just wants to finish him off, you want Wyke, pretty much. San Marino have just nutmegged Reece James. Going into half time, 3/4-0, 5-0, making a few changes, got some people some playing time. Yeah, so Lewis said, Zoe, well, to Zoe's account, Lewis is a class name. Uh, 8 minutes to go the first half, and then we'll get Lewis on. We'll chat. We'll chat about a few things that have happened. As San Marino have a corner that they have absolutely ballooned. No, they haven't. It has actually landed in the box, but gone absolutely nowhere as England clear it away. Jacob is happy with himself. He's proud. He's proud of himself. He really is. Hopefully, this is make Jacob's day. This is a birthday present, shall we say? His 5th birthday. He's getting to bully people on my channel. Anyway, we'll ignore that. As Reece James once again getting players' names mixed up. Ben Chilwell gets it into Lingard in the box, deflected. Lingard gets it back, looking for a chance for a shot, hits it another player again as they tried to clear but can't. Out to the left wing, no, well, dummies that one, and then eventually does play it nearly there. Lingard into the box, and San Marino here have opted, instead of trying to clear it, just to pass it out for a corner. Weird defensive tactics there, but you know it's San Marino that they're used to slamming things 50 yards and just getting rid of it. Dad says Southgate outlaw. Depending on how we do. Haha, yes. So yeah, there may be 8 people watching. Well, 6 now, but thank you. As I thought that was a goal there, but it's not. I don't care how many people watch. You know, it's always good to get loads of viewers, but you're not going to when you're not a massive channel. So I'd love it if whoever is new here would subscribe and share the channel around as much as possible. We've just hit 560 as of tonight, so thank you for that. But I would love it if we could get to 575 before the end of the month. 575. Charlie, Pompey to go up or England win the Euros. Do you know what? It's one where I think both could happen, but I'd love Pompey to go up, and I'd love England to win the Euros. I think England to win the Euros because you can celebrate that with your family, your friends, everyone, as opposed to just your club. But then Pompey got it. It's the one where you like Pompey win the Champions League or England win the World Cup. Probably England win the World Cup, but you never know. Hopefully Pompey do go up anyway. Lewis also put, not gonna lie, 8 viewers is still 8 viewers. Got to start somewhere. We have. Everyone has to start at some point in their YouTube career doing something, and this is what we're doing. Zoe has put, yep, Pompey to go up, and Dad put, Pompey to go up. No brainer. Fair enough. Maybe it is a no-brainer. Maybe it isn't. For some people, may think differently to others. Well, I'm guessing people that aren't Pompey fans would probably think otherwise anyway. Harry Maguire looking onto the pitch. Probably wondering why he's not playing. There's a reason why Lewis here has put this comment. If you're wondering, there's a reason why this one's been put. Because my dad has an obsession. I think it's fair to say an obsession with Teemu Pukki. Don't ask me why, but Dad has an obsession with him. I couldn't tell you any reason for that, but he does. Ewan has put Pompey to go up. We hope so. Zoe has put player Pompey. Dad said your biggest fan is watching, and that is your dad. Well, yes. Char has put why are we in blue and not white? I don't know. A weird one that. It's gone to 3 viewers. Yes, it happens. You know that they fluctuate between none, between some, between tiny amounts. But you know it's good to have some. Let's just say that. The San Marino come forward here. And I think Reece James has brought his man down. He has. San Marino looking for everything they got. Lewis, don't have to say, keep saying how many viewers there are. At the end of the day, 1 viewer is good. It is, Lewis. You're not wrong. What a player, Teemu Pukki. Once again, Dad in love. And Dad, it's not T-I-M-U, it's T-E-M-U. T-E-E-M-U. Lewis has put Pukki. Nick Pope, the 8-foot beast that destroys everyone in Foot Champs, organising his wall here. Paul Pompey are going to buy him. How much you got on the table, Dad? 50 million? 30 million? 4 million? I know, Lewis, not as bad. Yeah, it's understandable. The other Lewis. I don't mind when you say it. Simply, I'm just glad that if I get no viewers, then we'll have a problem. But when there's at least one, you know, we gain subscribers, you lose subscribers. You gain viewers, you lose viewers. It happens. Dad says, sorry, mate. Don't know what you're apologising for. But, he spelled it wrong. There's to apologise for spelling something wrong, Dad. As England catch on the break here, Sterling through on the right, cuts inside, squares it to Lingard, who's missed. Saved, but out to Calvert-Lewin now on the left. Out into the box, Lingard puts it back out. Out to Chilwell on the left. Out to Lingard on the left, who looks for the cross. Can't quite find it. No, he does find it. To Ward-Prowse. Out to the right flank now. Reece James, who's looking for an option, can't find one. Plays it back to Stones, who's joined him. Out to Chilwell on the left now. Back to 1-2 with Calvin Phillips. Out to Lingard. Into Mount. Into the box nearly. Calvert-Lewin cuts it out, but back out to Mount after the clearance. Back to Sterling, who looks to shoot. Fake shots it. Sends him to the floor. Dribbles through the whole team and sends one looping over the crossbar. Pompey going to get taken over by Finnish owners and by Pukki. If it happened, fair enough, but it won't. I don't even know if there's many Finnish owners. as Pompey do just upload their preview for the Saturday's game. Once again, we will be live for that. Will you be joining us? Do let me know. Do let me know in the comments if you'll be joining us for that game. Live again. Attempts on target, England 7, San Marino 0. Thank you, Lewis, anyway. Well, the other Lewis. You'll be here on Saturday. I'd love to see that. We'll put this one on the screen now. What players, I'm guessing from Pompey, do I think will leave it into their contracts? Now, I can't remember who all of them are because there are quite a few. But of the ones we do have, I think Watmore goes at the end of the season if you don't get a new one. Naylor's another one. Trying to remember who they all are. I think players like Morris, if they run out, probably people like that. But I think any of our key players will get new contracts because Cowley's taken over. It's the Cowley revolution. Let's say Charlie says got nothing else to do on Saturday. Fair enough. And Lewis says he'll be here. Thank you. Lewis probably join us on Saturday. He always seems to. As the ball seems to just be getting pinged side to side by England, back to front until they can find the cut through. Which once again, I'm not complaining about. We're not conceding. England, every time they face San Marino, I'll give you a fun fact here. England have never won by less than 5 goals as the half-time whistle sounds. Now, I think we know what this means. This means that Lewis Hayden should be joining us shortly, which means I will have to unplug the microphone so I can hear him, unless I can think of a solution. But I don't think I can, unless I can find my headphones somewhere, but I don't know. We'll see if I can grab my headphones and wait for Lewis to join. Is Lewis going to be joining? We'll find out shortly. Half time it is though, as England take a 3-0 lead into the break. Get my headphones, I just found them again. So we can wait and we can see if it all. Nearly broken my desk there. Not something you want to be doing. I think Lewis is on his way in. Once again, I will warn everyone. Maybe a couple of issues while I try and make sure I can hear him. But we're gonna try and plug a adapter in so that I can get not only the speaker plugged in, but also, while I work this out, but also the microphone. So I can hear him. Here's the microphone, if you were wondering. So we unplug that quickly. Put that there. Plug it back in. And then, hopefully this works, because if it doesn't, it's just going through the effort for nothing. But I can see Lewis there. I know he's there. He's smiling at me currently. He's laughing. So we're going to put the headphones on, and hopefully we can hear him as we bring him in. And I can. That's always good news.
Well,
right, Lewis, thoughts on that first half?
Quite a simple half, really. We were expected to win the game anyway. I feel like we could have took some more chances with the game. Only 3-0 was a bit I think that's a bit poor considering we got San Marino, but we're winning 3-0. We're winning the game, I mean, there's nothing much better else to say. Yeah,
I suppose. There's not much you can really criticise or praise here, is there, if we're being brutally honest? It's a 3-0 lead taken against a team that we haven't beaten by less than 5 goals ever. I don't think people expected that stat. I didn't really expect it either. The record, I think I tweeted it earlier. We'll go back to that tweet. While we wait. Twitter taking 15 years as always to load. If you want to follow me on there, by the way, if you are here, Blake PFC, that is the username. We can hear my stream on repeat, obviously Lewis watching that. The previous record against San Marino was a 6-0 win in 93, a 7-1 win in 93, a 5-0 win in 2012, an 8-0 win in 2013, 5-0 in 2014, and 6-0 in 2015. Lewis, what do you think of that record, and do you think we'll be winning by 5 again today?
We should be winning by more than 5. More than 5, definitely. We missed so many chances, it's unreal.
Yeah, I think that is one criticism I do have at the moment, is the fact we've missed how many chances. Calvert-Lewin firing from over the bar about 4 times. Other players as well. Sterling missed a couple hitting the side netting. But it's multiple chances again. We'll look at the stats now if I can find them. So we've got the stats here. England have had 84% possession in this game, 22 shots to San Marino's 1, 25 chances created, and 92% pass success. Are we battering them, do you think? Or do we think we'll make subs? What do you think will happen in this second half?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. We're pulling their pants down at the moment. They're shocking, you know what I mean? Like, we need to be winning by more than 3 goals, though. Like, I feel like the second half, make it 2-3 out. I don't know how many subs it is. Make a few subs, get some fresh players on, run at their defence, and I feel like we can shoot from anywhere. Their keepers made some good saves, but it's San Marino, you know what I mean? They're the worst team in the world for a reason. We should be winning by like 6, 7, 8, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, as we're both Pompey fans, we've had a comment related to Pompey here that I'll throw straight over to you before I answer it. It's going on screen now. I hope you can see it, Lewis. Do you think Kenny will get another job?
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Obviously, Pompey was a flop for him. We might have won the one cup, but we bottled the playoffs. But he's got teams promoted. He's got a history of getting teams promoted. Obviously, it wasn't the case for us, but he's still got a good history. So it'll get a job, but it's just where he'll get the job. I feel like it will be League One and League Two. I don't think Championship will suit him again now. I feel like if it'll be League One and League Two.
Yeah, I think I agree with you there, mate. But Jacket, teams, if you've sat your manager, you're not going to look at Jacket and go, no, him with Pompey. You're going to look at him and go, well, hold on a minute, him with Wolves, him with Watford, him with, I think, who was the other one he was at? It wasn't Cardiff, was it? It was someone like that. Millwall, that was who it was. He managed there. 3rd season they sacked him, but he got them out of the league. Dad has said this. Jacket will get another job, no doubt, but probably in League Two. Charles had a proud moment, Lewis.
I see that for him.
Dad has once again picked up on the fact that we have missed a lot of chances in the first half. But I think, San Marino haven't actually been as bad as we thought they'd be. You set up against a San Marino side, you're thinking, yeah, we're probably going to lose about 6. We'll probably win about 16-0, 14-0. But they've been quite resilient in their defence, clearing it quite simple, hoofing it quite long, acting as if they don't want to concede 18 goals. Instead, do you think they'll change that second half to try and get goals, or do you think what? And like Jacob, no, I haven't frozen you, mate.
Oh, I feel like the second half it would be more of the same. We'll have the majority of the chances. Their keeper made some good saves last half. It was like we could have been 4, 5, 6 and up. You know what I mean? So they made some good saves, but I feel like for them it's not winning a game. It's for trying to concede less goals each time. You know what I mean? Because you had Belgium 9-0 and all that. You've had 6-0s, you've had 8-1s. I feel like for San Marino it's just try not to concede as many goals because they know they're going to lose. I feel like. But it's just not conceding as many goals. I feel like if it was a 3-0, they'd be happy with a 3-0 loss. You know what I mean? But I don't think it will start 3-0.
Yeah, damage limitation. I think is the pronounced the words that normally used as they do. They are showing the England goals. Yeah, I'll repeat here. I keep getting confused because they're wearing blue. We're normally.
I don't know why we're wearing blue. To be honest,
I don't know why we're wearing blue. I don't know whether it's because San Marino don't have another kit or what. But, we are wearing blue.
Kit. They're all part-time workers, aren't they? So,
yeah,
they probably had that kit for so many years as well. It's probably like an old ragged kit anyway.
Probably, yeah. Roy Keane commentating now. Obviously, he's linked with the Celtic job. Do you think he'll get the Celtic job? We'll just talk about a lot of things.
Right. I feel like Roy Keane is a good, what is it, a pundit? I don't know if that's what they're called. He's good at what he does. Yeah. I feel like a manager, though, I don't think he'd be a manager. He'd get the players going because he's got the attitude. He says what he wants, does what he wants. You know what I mean? And he gets out the way he wants to get out. But I feel like as a manager, I don't think he'll do the best as a manager. You know what I mean? I think he's more made for punditry and just putting his views across for other games instead of being a manager himself.
Yeah, I think you could also make a claim for being a coach or a motivator. Because you get people playing again.
Anything but a manager, I feel like. Because I feel like a manager's a lot of pressure and all. And I know Roy Keane can take the pressure because we've seen that in his playing career. We've seen that on commenting on other games. But it just seems like as a manager, he wouldn't hack it as a manager. Because there's obviously managers that have been there for a lot longer that have got more experience and will not just know better things to do than what Roy Keane would do.
Yeah, well, Jacob has asked a question. He's putting normal comments in now. If we were England managers, or if you were England manager, what would your starting lineup be? Now we'll just go for this together. We'll go look goalkeeper, left back, right back, for example. Starting with the goalkeeper, who would you have in goal? Say for the Euros, just say.
Right, this might sound really controversial, but for me, I know he's not the best at his club, Everton, but I feel like Pickford, just because in England shirt, he always performs. Like, he's a good keeper, so I feel like we'd have to start Pickford, even though he is like last season he had a few dodgy moments and that. This season he's not been as bad, but there's still been a few moments. I just feel like for England he plays better for England than he does his actual normal team.
Yeah, definitely. I'd have to say Pickford again. He's been good for England. I think Dean Henderson and Pope do get a claim, but maybe not.
They get a claim to be in the squad, but not the star.
Yeah. The fullbacks, we'll do both at the same time. What do you think, left back and right back? Who are yours? We're going to go for a 4-2-3-1 or a 4-3-3 because I don't like the 5 at the back. I don't think you do either. So we'll ignore the 5.
I'd have Luke Shaw because he's probably, I'd say, one of the best left backs in the Premier League this season. That might be controversial again, but I feel like he's one of the best. And right back,
I agree with you on that one.
We don't have many right backs as an England team, you know what I mean? And like we've played Walker as centre back. He can play.
Did you just say we don't have many right backs?
No, I said that wrong. Shut up! Don't listen.
You meant we have too many right backs.
Yeah, we have too many right backs.
We're overloaded in that.
It would be Alexander-Arnold, just the usual obvious choice. You know what I mean?
But then
he's a good player. Some people have said that he can't. He's good at what he does, but he struggles with defending. But like we've got a lot of choices for right back. You know what I mean? Like
yeah. If we could put all those right backs together, if we could put them all into one player, we'd have a world class right back there. But we don't.
Yeah, 100%.
And then we go. What we do? We go three kind of midfield players. Oh, we haven't done 2 centre backs, have we? Forgot about that. 2 central defenders. Go on, Lou. 2 central defenders.
Right, you can find this as controversial as you want, but Harry Maguire, I think, yeah, I'm a very controversial person. I say what, and I have to deal with the effects, you know what I mean? But my centre-back partnership, even though he's been injured, would be Gomez and Stones. I feel like Maguire's not cut it this season. He's made too many mistakes. So me personally, it'd be Gomez and Stones. Obviously, if Gomez can't go because of injury, just chuck Maguire in, but I just feel like Maguire's made too many mistakes and he's got to his head a bit. Oh, I'm captain of Man United. I think I'm better than I am, sort of mentality.
Yeah, we'll quickly go through the rest because we've only got like 3 minutes to the second half. So 3 midfield players, controversial or not, 3 midfield players:
Henderson, Mount, Grealish.
Would you play Grealish in the central midfield role? Fair enough. I'd probably agree with you. Maybe put Maddison instead of Grealish on the wing, maybe.
Maddison. Right.
But you never know.
Off the top of your head, it's hard to think, right?
Yeah, it is. You'd have to plan these kind of videos normally.
Mm-hmm.
2 wingers, left and right.
I don't know. I feel like play Rashford on the left.
Yeah.
I feel Rashford's a good player. I don't know, right. Could be anyone really. We got a few right wings. Off the top of your head, I can't think. You know what I mean? It's hard to think. Yeah, Sterling. It'll have to be Sterling. Yeah, Sterling. It's hard to think of players. Yeah, Sterling.
You got Sancho as well if he was to be allowed to go by then.
Yeah.
And then striker. I think this is possibly the easiest pick of them all, but striker.
Harry Kane. There's no doubt about it. It's got to be Harry Kane.
Yeah, I think obviously you can have the other strikers that we do have, but personally it would be Kane. Dad's put this comment. Blake, hopefully the issue will be like this. Pompey get promoted, England then win Euros, and Oasis get back together. Everyone's been dreaming of Oasis to get back together since they broke up. It hasn't happened yet. You never know. Apparently they're starting a film company together. Ewan has said Trippier and Tyrone Mings definitely do get shouts in the team.
The thing with England, they've got a lot of good players, and there's a lot of choices you can make. There's a lot of different choices. There's a lot of different formations you can make. So players like that, they'll get in the team, but it's just hard to get them all in the team and like the right formation. You know what I mean? Like, so there's so many good players for England. So it's just making the right decision to who to play.
It is, yeah. I think that's what Southgate's had the best. Well, not the best problem necessarily. It is probably a good problem to have because you don't want no players to pick from, do you? Like San Marino may have. You want loads of players to pick from. But then you have the selection difficulty of like, well, he's good, and they all play the same position. Which is why I think he tried Trippier, at left back in previous games and swapping people around. Half-time scores in the other games: Italy 2, Northern Ireland 0, Scotland 0-0 with Austria. Albania 1, Andorra 0. Hungary 1, Poland 0. Spain 1, Greece 0. Germany 2, Iceland 0. Poland losing away to Hungary. That's in our group. So as it stands, the main threat to England, supposedly, are losing.
Oh, the way I see it, our group, we should, our group, even Poland, I don't think they're the best. Lewandowski and I can't, like, there's a few other players. We should win every single game in the group.
Well, as it stands,
really.
there are
the players
three
we've got,
winning.
We should win every single game. We should win
every
single game.
England are what? They're facing Andorra, Albania, San Marino, Hungary, and Poland. That's a win.
We always
That's
seem to get easy groups. I'm surprised we haven't got Slovakia or Slovenia.
We normally do. Yes, one of the Enias.
Yeah. We normally get one of them. Yeah.
A team like that. We are making halftime subs. 2 golden boys coming on in Phil Foden and Jude Bellingham, with Kieran Trippier also coming onto the pitch. Tyrone Mings as well. Just noticed he's coming on. I will let you know, Lewis. I don't know whether you've got the game on at the minute because you're up in your room.
No, I ain't at the moment. No, I ain't got the moment.
Yeah, so I'll let you know what the subs are. I'm not sure who they've come on for at the moment.
I don't like Jude Bellingham. I'm going to put that out there now. I don't like Jude Bellingham.
Don't you?
No.
You don't like Jude Bellingham?
He was good at Birmingham. Then there's a link from Dortmund. I'm the best. I'm the big I am. You know what I mean? And he hasn't really done a lot personally. You know what I mean? He's got to his head. He thinks he's better than he is. And personally, I don't like him. That's just my opinion.
I like him. I like him, but to get his shirt retired at a club he played for a season was a bit weird.
It's a bit sad. That's like Pompey.
He was in a team that lost to Pompey.
That's like Pompey retiring number 11 when
Closest shirt when he leaves or something.
When Curtis goes, or retiring Tom Naylor's shirt. You know what I mean?
We'll retire number 6
to retire his shirt for a player that's young and good. It's just sad.
When Jack Watmore leaves, he'll retire his shirt because he's from here. I'm still not sure who's come off. Because I haven't put it on screen yet, but I'm going to have a look. I'm not sure whether you're staying, Lewis, or whether you're going to make way.
No, I'll go and watch the football downstairs.
You're going to make way. But the subs are when they come through. So I guess you're probably going to leave now, Lou. So before I mention the subs, I will say thank you for coming on. We possibly might see you at the end of the game if we do a talk afterwards.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
We might see Dad if he decides to make an appearance, even though his headphones make him sound like this. But either way, so I love you and leave you, Lou. Enjoy the rest of the
full time. Trust you. Heard it first.
8-0 full time. Okay, hopefully. Well, I'll see you. I will see you.
I'll speak to you at full time. See you later.
Speak to you at full time. Well, that was Lewis there. Lewis has now gone. The subs have been confirmed as being Foden on for Sterling, Mings on for Stones, and Bellingham on for Mason Mount. Now, 3 basically like-for-like subs there. I'm not sure, though, because Trippier has come onto the pitch. I'm guessing that's a like-for-like sub as well, with Reece James making way. But once again, that's not been confirmed. But it looks to be a 4-4-2 now. We will change the lineup because I'll put it out. We'll edit it. We'll have a look at what the lineup has come out of the second half as. And you'll probably see me typing now, just putting the team in. Because obviously England announced it in a very weird way. I'm just having a look now at who's come on for who, so I can put it here. I'll try and find out who the captain is as well. Mount not on the pitch anymore. We'll try and find out who's been given the captain's armband. Because it was Sterling. But with Sterling making way, I'm not sure who's now there. The lineup will now go across with Trippier and Chilwell at fullbacks, Mings and Cody now as our centre-backs, Ward-Prowse at Lingard, Ward-Prowse, Foden, Bellingham making up the midfield 3, with Phillips maybe as well. Calvert-Lewin leading the line with Foden, I'm guessing, on one wing. I'll try and work out what's going on here. It's apparently Pope in goal with Trippier, Mings, Cody and Chilwell at the back. Going through it as ITV show me it because, as it happens, you never really know. Ward-Prowse, Phillips and Bellingham on in midfield with Foden, Calvert-Lewin and Lingard in attack. That is good. Della said he'll be there Saturday, so he should be joining. And Lewis said, could I send another link? Now, this is meaning I'm going to be staring at the screen blankly for a couple of seconds, but I can, Lewis. It's you. Of course I can send you another link, mate. I'm going to send you a picture this time, though. So you better see my phone again while I take a picture of the link for Lewis. So you'll have to type it in yourself, mate. But there's one coming to you. You should be able to save that on your chat when you get it. So I'll chuck you that. So you can come in behind the scenes when you want. And then I can chuck you in after the game as the ball is through to Trippier on the right-hand side, headed away out for an England corner. And that's still 3-0, still doing well, holding on really, as I try and find out who is England captain at the moment. I'm thinking surely it's got to be Cody, but unless we don't have one anymore. Yeah, the armband has been handed over to Connor Cody, which means I can now make sure that I have that written down. The corner's whipped in, Calvert-Lewin chases it at the far post. Take a look for yourself. That is the lineup as it stands. Cody is now down on the floor, as I've said that. Link to watch the game anyway. It's on ITV, Jonathan. So it's on ITV, live on TV. ITV Hub. You can get that on your phone, your iPad, anything. That's what I've got it on at the moment. I'm not going to show you the actual game, but it's here. ITV Hub. Get an account. Click Live TV. Simple. I did it within about 5 minutes. Free as well, if you wanted to know that. It is free on ITV. I'm not sure what's happened to Cody here. He's down on the floor and he looks like in a considerable amount of pain. I missed the actual event, but I'll try and watch. He's down with getting a bit of treatment. We're watching back the goals now. I'd rather watch back what happened, if I'm being honest. But obviously the goals doing well. But I'm in Canada. I don't know then. Sorry, Jonathan. I know from the English side of things how to watch it, but I don't know. You might still be able to get it though. There's an app on your phone. If you've got an iPhone, you might still be able to get it. And just put in VPN, Chris says. Yes, you could get a VPN. Get a free one, but I don't know whether that would put you somewhere else. But a VPN, you could put yourself in England and do it that way, in future at least. Lewis said, disappointed 5 minutes and still 3-0. Yeah. Jonathan, if you can find a way or someone else knows a way, put it in the comments. Because I don't know how to help with that. So England, once again, they're travelling to Albania on Sunday. We may do a watch along of that one. We might not be in the same background though, but we may do a watch along of that one. Hopefully, I can get one done, but we never know. Sorry, my sister's been annoying. Don't worry about it. I wondered why he'd put all the weird letters, but it happens. As Cody comes off the field here, he looks okay. He is, as they say, a hard nut. He'll be all right. He could probably headbutt a brick wall and he'd win. The brick wall will be the one going off injured. Future England captain, that man, or future Liverpool captain. He is a man. He is from Scousland. He is from Liverpool. Could he be the captain of Liverpool in the future? If any Liverpool fans are here, do let me know if you want him as your captain in the future. Obviously, he is Wolves captain at the moment. He's a very, very good one at that as well. Is England just popping the ball about here? Ward-Prowse back to Cody, across to Mings. The left side of centre-back, left-footed as well. Just looks to dribble it forward, knocks it back to Bellingham, who's for some reason now at left-back. Into Mings, out to Ward-Prowse. Pings it across again to Trippier, as England just look to pass it around. Trippier, brilliant ball in there, in behind to Foden. He's looking for something to do. As two men chase him. Two men, I think that is their plan at the moment. It looks like two men chasing each ball. Foden cut out by the San Marino left-back who just absolutely smacks it clear. San Marino, they don't look, to be fair to them, I will give them credit where it's due. They haven't been awful. Like, you look at San Marino, you're thinking, oh, it's San Marino, you beat them for 16-0. But they've had resilience of a good side that know they're not brilliant, that know they're coming to England to face a very good English side. And they're doing what they want to do. As Bellingham to Calvin Phillips, who pings it across to Trippier, to Foden, back to Trippier, into the box for, I think that's Bellingham. Yep, out to Trippier, into Ward-Prowse, knocks it back to Trippier. Dillies and dallies with it, back to Foden, back to Trippier, passing it, popping it about here. Phillips out to Chilwell. Chilwell, brilliant ball in behind there. I think that's to Lingard. Lingard smashed it across 4-0 to England. Calvert-Lewin with his second of the game. Lingard manages to cut it back across straight to an open Calvin Phillips, who has an open goal to tap it into. England 4, San Marino 0. Cannot complain about that one. Jonathan, do you guys like the blue kit? I do like the blue kit, actually. We don't normally wear it, but I think this kit's actually quite a good one. It's one that I'd buy, anyway. I do prefer, I don't know if you can see what I'm wearing, but this one, I like this one. I also have the blue one from the 1990 season. I like that one as well. Zoe clapping. Brilliant. Lingard getting an England assist on his return to the side. Calvert-Lewin with 2 goals. What more could you ask for? Bonk. Quite simple, really, for England there. No questions asked. They've got it done. Old school, nice. Yeah, I prefer the old kits. The new ones made differently. Like, these ones are ones you wouldn't want to go play football in. Like, the new ones, you'd be more likely to go and buy them to play football in, whereas these ones, you'd buy them to go and just sit in your garden, have a couple of big drinks, go to the pub, something like that. Or go and meet some friends or something and go sit and talk. As opposed to playing football, you just wear them around. They're like leisure kits more. If you can tell, like, they're made out of a different material and everything. As opposed to being made out of the new kind of anti-sweat, stuff they make these kind of kits out of. Calvert-Lewin, 2 goals in this match for him now. I'm going to have a look and see if that's his first start for England, or what it could be. So today, the assists so far have gone to James, Chilwell, Lingard, and Mount. Goals 2 to Calvert-Lewin, 1 for Sterling, and 1 for Chilwell. As San Marino prepared to make subs, and I don't know who's coming on, who's coming off. I think Grandon has come off. Well, I can have a look here. Grandoni has come off, and Hirsch has come off for Mulleroni and Kekaroli. Good player. I don't know who he is. I apologise to any of the fans watching me now. I don't know who he is. Scotland have just conceded to Austria. Kaladzic, that's his name, has just scored to make it 1-0 to Austria. Austria now leading Scotland 1-0 away. Embarrassing. And Hungary have gone 2-0 up against Poland. Adam Sly, what a player he is. Not going well for Poland, not going well for Scotland. Not going well at all. Sweden have gone 1-0 up against Georgia still. Wanted to see if that was a goal from the man himself. But he did get the assist. Zlatan Ibrahimovic with the assist there. Spain have just conceded to Greece. Antanasios Bakasetas with the equaliser there. Spain won. Greece won. Some funny old results going on tonight, that's for sure. Weird that. I don't know what's happened there, but something has. Jonathan, I like the kit you have on. Thank you, mate. You can get them over this country. Sports Direct. They do quite a lot of old school kits, actually. That's where I got this one from. Or classic football shirts online. There's quite some good ones there. Haha, Scotland a dog. They are. I don't know what's going wrong with them. If anything, this is one of Scotland's, well, not their golden generation. Golden generation is the days of Kenny Dalglish. But, I think Graham McManaman played for them as well. But, Robertson, Tierney, how? Poland 2-0 down. Scotland 1-0 down. How? Jonathan said poor Scotland. Yeah. Zoe, I know you mean Greece. It's fine. I don't know what Spain. Euros, World Cup Euros. Nothing after that. Absolutely nothing. Casillas went. The whole team just collapsed after the 2012 Euro win. Ward-Prowse across the box. A header that deserved a goal from the end of it from their defender Rossi, who pile drives it out for a corner to England. As Lewis says, can't believe Poland are 2-0 down. That is mental. Well, yeah, people I talked to, I don't know a few Polish people. We were talking and we were saying that, this Polish side is actually good for Poland. But a lot of people won't know the fact that Hungary have a good team as well. Galashi, the ex-Liverpool keeper that now plays for RB Leipzig. Orban also plays for them. Nagy, he's a good central midfielder. And then Adam Solai up front. Very good striker. Jonathan says, I have quite a few jerseys. Was in England and bought many from Sports Direct. Yeah, it's I know a lot of them are fakes. So if you wanted to get like a Premier League new jersey, don't go there. And their owner is a bit of a word that I don't want to say. I don't like him whatsoever, Mike Ashley. But yeah, they do some good stuff. If you want real shirts, don't go there. They go to somewhere online that you can trust. Lewis said, what's your favourite San Marino player? Mine's got to be Phil Mitchell in goal. He does look like Phil Mitchell. I saw it in the first half. I'll give you that. Mine's got to be Nani up front. I found him at the start of the game and picked him out. The Crotone striker, who has never played a game for Crotone, but him. He might have even come off by now. I'm not quite sure. San Marino coming on another attack now, and they've given up. Out for an England throw-in for Trippier to come and take. And I will just remind everyone that Trippier did give us probably the best moment of any England fan's life. The peak of my life, anyway, when he bent that free kick in against Croatia. I think it's fair to say life went downhill from there, didn't it? 2019 was a bang average year, then 2020, 2020 stuff happened. Zoe, I will see you later. Please do join on Saturday. Hope you've enjoyed this stream. Unfortunately, you couldn't stay for the whole of it, but see you later. Lewis, what's your thoughts on Jamaica? Their team can be mental. Jamalo scores on debut. Did he? Did he now? We have to check this. Thank you. The other Lewis saying, had a good time. Thank you very much. As you're saying, Jamaica, Jamalo scored in his debut, apparently. He did, but they lost 4-1. But that was against the USA side, you know. That USA side are even good. You know, we'll have a look at that as well. Zach Steffen, good keeper. Dest as well, being played out of position at left back, but still a good player. Pulisic and Rayner in attack. On the bench as well, they've got Palmer Brown, Reynolds, Richards, Robinson. They've missed out a couple of youngsters there, but I don't know if that's just because they're young. But the Jamaica side, White and goal, who had an awful game apparently. At the back, Bell, Pinnock, Moore and Mariappa. Isaacs and Hector in midfield apparently. Lowe, Casey Palmer, Morris and Gray in attack. Gray, that's Andre Gray playing for Jamaica. Quite good there. Quite good that. On the bench, Curtis Tilt from Rotherham as well. A player that Pompey got bullied by a few times. Raggett has more league goals than Ramos. League One goals, yeah, not league goals. Zoe is really good. I've already read that one. Nathan, opinions on Sunderland. Great club, big club, deserve to be higher like us. Some fans obviously a bit confusing, a bit stupid sometimes. But I respect them as a club. Always have done. When they came down, I was surprised they did come down. That they deserve to be playing at a lot higher level alongside us. Jonathan, Zlatan's got his 500th league career goal or career goal versus Toronto. Are playing for the Galaxy. Toronto, obviously a Canadian team, aren't they? That's one thing I've never got about the American leagues is the fact that you can be from the south of America and you have to travel to Canada for a league game. That's cool. That's always interested me. I don't know why. Obviously, the World Cup coming to you guys, 2026, coming to Mexico, America, and Canada. I'm going to do this. Fingers crossed. We can get tickets for those games, and we'll be doing vlogs of the England games in that World Cup. Obviously, if we qualify. As Ward-Prowse tries to find Foden, brings it down brilliantly, and it's just straight to keep his arms. But yeah, hopefully we can get those Euros. I will share with you guys now, because if you don't follow me on Instagram, you wouldn't have known this. But we have got something here. Next football vlog will be coming to you guys. Please do go and follow the Football for Gosh, Great Ormond Street Hospital. With me and Lewis will be going to that one with Dad and Lewis's dad as well. We'll do a vlog there, we'll meet some people. Hopefully get some footballers on as well. But that one is, I think, on the 23rd of May, around that time. Ramos has 2 league goals and Raggett has 3. No way. There is no way Ramos only has 2 goals this season. Oh, your horses. Oh my God, he does. He's been injured. But still, he actually does. And Sean Raggett fair play, Lewis. That's a random stat. Sean Raggett has scored more goals than Sergio Ramos has this season. The absolute legend, Sean Raggett himself. Jonathan, they combine many sports like that. Baseball, ice hockey and football. Yeah, I thought they did. It does make sense, though, because Canada's not really a big enough country, no offence, to survive on its own in those kind of sports. Canada itself as well, having a very good team at the moment. I think a lot of people will agree with me on that one, as I've just fixed my phone here to how I wanted it to be, as I was talking about in the first half. Done. It has been added to the phone. But yeah, Canada, they've got some good players. Alphonso Davies, in particular, probably the best left back in the world right now. Canada, more famous for ice hockey. They are, well, that's their best sport anyway. But hopefully, you get a couple of Canadians come through and then your team's a lot better, isn't it? That's how football works. It's strange ways. Not strange ways prison, but strange ways. And as Calvert-Lewin has had his buttons pulled off and he's got his shirt out like this and he runs down the pitch as if he's doing a model scene as he comes off, making way for Ollie Watkins on his England debut, hoping he can get a goal here, Ollie. straight into the action here as he presses the San Marino goalkeeper, who hoofs it clear. Ollie Watkins again. What a rise that's been. What a rise from the bottom that has been. He came from Exeter. I think he got rejected by someone in the Championship. Exeter as a youngster. They brought him up. He scored ridiculous amounts of goals for them. Then Brentford picked him up, scored loads for them, and now he's at Villa, spagging the goals in again. Nathan, favourite Pompey player of all time? Oh, if we're talking skill-based, Robert Proźniecki. You won't get better than him. Barcelona and Real Madrid. He played there. He was an international as well, I think, for Croatia in their golden period. Well, I think it was Croatia anyway, somewhere like that. They hit him in terms of technical ability. But if I'm going to go off people I've seen play, now I haven't seen many, unfortunately, because I'm not like 40, like some of the people are that would have known people like that. Of Jed Wallace is up there, you know, because I've only really watched Pompey since the troubled times. Watched him FA Cup period, obviously, but I don't remember a lot of that. Best player in that team, you know, you got Glenn Johnson, Jermaine Defoe, Peter Crouch, all them lot. But I'd probably say Proźniecki. Alphonso Davies, he is so fast. He's very fast. A lot of players playing I've never heard of. I'm guessing for San Marino or for England as well, or for Canada. I don't know. Lingard needs to score. He's had chances, deserves a goal. Agreed. He does. But I want him to get a goal on his return. It's what he needs. You know what? As Jonathan, you are from Canada. I like to do this. I like to involve a lot of people that join me, whether they're from other clubs or whatever, or for England. Yeah, a lot of them are new or young. Our defence is from teams like Wolves. So at the moment on the pitch, we have Cody from Wolves, Mings from Villa, Chilwell's now at Chelsea, Trippier, Atletico Madrid at the moment. Ward-Prowse plays for our local rivals in Pompey, Southampton. Phillips plays for Leeds. We also have who on the pitch? Lingard is at West Ham now. You might know him. Bellingham at Dortmund. Borussia Dortmund central midfielder there, quite young. He's only 19. Watkins at Villa. And Foden, obviously, at Man City. Lewis says, Herman Haraderson is a legend. He is. And you know what? I'm in a good mood. I think we have to play this video. Dad says, best Pompey player I've ever seen is Paul Merson by a mile. Fair play, Dad. Fair play. Obviously, I've never seen him live. Dad's seen many. The best player I've ever seen live, though, is Cristiano Ronaldo. I had the pleasure of watching him play live before, and I don't say that I regretted it. Well, you're not going to regret that, are you? I don't say that I look back on that badly. I sat in the furthest seat away from the game, possibly, but it was still good. As I look for a video I want to show here from an absolute legend of Pompey, can we find it before it's too late? Evidently not. As England come into the box here, Bellingham's shot comfortably saved. Worst Pompey player I've ever seen, Drew Talbot. Charlie said him as well, Drew Talbot. I remember a game where he knocked out our right back and basically set up their first goal and then scored one for them. We lost 2-0. He's just dire. Bellingham 17. Cheers for correcting me on that. I wasn't quite sure, but yeah, 17. 17 years of age and playing for England. Every kid's dream, that is. Every kid's dream. I'm still looking for this clip, and once I found it, I will let you know. We scroll down. We continue scrolling down as my cat is meowing at me from outside. He wants to come in, but unfortunately the door is blocked because I have siblings. I saw George Best when I was young, playing for Fulham versus Bristol. What a lucky man! What a player he was. The original celebrity footballer. Not many footballers before or after him have been celebrities. Well, he was the first to create this trend of if you're a footballer, you're a celebrity. Going out drinking, going to nightclubs, enjoying life. That did eventually kill him. He had 2 livers, I think. It eventually did kill him. But he enjoyed his life. I don't think anyone can really say anything bad about that. Lewis, Drew Talbot, dog, any other than that, Ryan Alsop. Yeah, but he's good now. I don't know what happened, but he's good now. Nathan, oh my days, yeah. I think that's in reaction to Drew Talbot. He was I don't know how he did it, but he did. I'm continuing to look for this clip, and I'm continuing not to find it. So I've got the song stuck in my head as well. That's another song you don't want stuck in your head. It's just catch it. Here we go. I found it.
Just a quick message for the players and staff. These are the games we will never forget, so make sure you make the most of it. Enjoy your day out at Wembley. Play on, Pompey! Pompey, play on!
Now that's Herman Haridason. Absolute legend. He picked up the mic at Wembley a few times and did shout that last time we were there before with fans, obviously. Nathan, could be worse. Could have John O'Shea and Wes Brown in the Prem. Yeah, but John O'Shea had a good career, but not necessarily for you. Wes Brown again, a bit past it by then. Who was it that came to you? James Vaughan, I think your fans hated as well. He came to us and he was all right off the bench, but as the ball's whipped in by Ward-Prowse, cleared away easily. Not much really happened in this 10 minutes. Paul, worst Pompey player you've seen, Owen Doyle. Yeah, but Owen Doyle he's class now. He's nicknamed the Ginger Pele by Swindon fans and Bolton fans. But never really hit it off with us in I think that was our League Two winning season, actually. I think he scored 2 goals on loan. One coming in a 4-0 win over Colchester away, and the other one coming in a 2-1 home win, I think. But he didn't really do much. Yeah, he showed signs of it, but never really came to fruition. Johnson says, went to an England game in Wales, Peter Shilton, Kevin Keegan. The eras I wish I'd watched. That's all I'm going to say is I wish I've been alive to see those kind of teams play. Lewis, who is your man of the match at the moment? Well, I'd have to say Ward-Prowse. Okay, as I say that, he has just done some stupid footwork and given the ball away. But it'd be one of Ward-Prowse, Connor Cody. Jesse Lingard's done a lot, but he's missed chances. Ben Chilwell, maybe. As Bellingham runs through about 4 players here and gets clattered, winning the free kick. But yeah, it's one of the 3 of Chilwell, Ward-Prowse, or Lingard. But Lingard's not done enough, so I'm probably going to give it to Ward-Prowse. I don't like saying that, as Charlie has put. Hate to say it, but I think James Ward-Prowse played well. Yeah, I hate to admit that he's been England's best player today, but he has. I don't like him, but credit where credit is due to a player. For England, it doesn't matter about he plays for Southampton. He's playing for England. He's not got a Southampton shirt on here. He's got an England shirt on. That's what I'm going to say. If he's wearing if he banged the winner in the last minute of the World Cup, I don't think anyone's complaining he plays for Southampton, are they? Nathan, yeah, James Vaughan was always on the floor, couldn't jump or fell to the ground. Absolutely terrible. Yeah, basically the same for us, but he showed more off the bench, actually. When he was playing for us, he showed signs of wanting to do stuff, and he did bully players quite a lot. But under Kenny Jackett, that's not really what you wanted. Jonathan, will England ever win the World Cup again? I don't think we'll have as best a chance of it in 2018. The running we had, yes, France were in the final, but if we'd have beaten Croatia, it's anyone's game then. But yeah, I'm not going to say we would have won it. We wouldn't have won it because you never know. As England line up in a wall to protect San Marino's goal, very weird there. James Ward-Prowse, what a free kick that is. Bent it from about 35 yards out, saved in the top corner nearly by the San Marino keeper, who has been their man of the match today by a mile. But will England never win it again? Yeah, probably. Hopefully 2022. But James Ward-Prowse there bent that brilliantly. I think this is probably another one of England's golden generations. I know I haven't seen a lot more, but yeah, it's one of England's golden generations. The period 2002 to 2007 was another golden period, but there wasn't enough depth then. You had Scholes playing left mid, whereas now we have in every single position I can pick up 1 or 2, maybe 3 players that can fill gaps up. Jonathan, they're very good in 2018. We were. But we didn't really play anyone good, and when we did, we lost. The 3 good teams the good teams we played, Belgium, we lost 2-0, 2-1. Then we faced Colombia, it went to penalties. We then faced Sweden just about getting past it. Oh! Sorry, Bellingham has just tried a bicycle kick, and it's just about missed. But yeah, and then we faced Sweden just about getting past them. Faced Croatia and just, fell apart. And then third round, third place playoff lost to Belgium again. Scenario, Ward-Prowse scores winner in Euros final. What's your reaction? I wouldn't know whether to cheer or cry. I'd cheer. I know he's a Southampton player, but he's wearing an England shirt. As I said, it doesn't matter to me who he plays for. When he puts on the 3 Lions, he's an England player. Sign the keeper up for Pompey. Oh, we've got Big Mac. We're fine. Maybe as a backup. Helen, I like Ward-Prowse for England. So do I. I don't think he'll play at the Euros, mind you. He's been good today, but our options in midfield are too good to play Ward-Prowse. Yeah, he's been good, but you look at our midfield. Henderson's there. Maddison not even getting in the squad at the moment. Bellingham's there as a backup. Foden can play there. Grealish can play there. Who do we start with today as well? Phillips. We've got very good. What's his name as well? Love it when my mind goes back. Declan Rice, the Irish Englishman. Jonathan, it seems there is a heavy turnover of players, different squad each time. I think that's more just the fact we have loads of good talent and he's just changing it up. This isn't our first team playing today either. I think a couple of players could be seen as that, like Ben Chilwell, Nick Pope. They're all very good players, but our centre-back partnership isn't our first team one. Midfield's a bit changed. Attack definitely isn't what we'd start with. Maybe Sterling would have been, but I don't think that'll be... I think, looking at our next games coming up, we'll probably change it a bit. What's your favourite Pompey kit? This season? Or this season's one? I like the home one. But all time, I love that FA Cup one, but more importantly, the Goodmans. Don't know if anyone knows it. I'll try and get a picture up of it. Goodman's Pompey kit. That's a very good shirt. I will respond to other comments once I've found this. This is the kit. Pompey was selling it a couple of years back, but I love this kit. Try and make it so the light's not on it. But that Pompey kit. Can you see that? That's the Pompey kit that I like the most out of all time. Nathan, who will go up from League One? Oh, good question. Peterborough, Sunderland, Pompey in the playoffs. Pompey to win their first ever playoff match. That's what I'm going to say. Who's best midfielder for England? Playmaker, Maddison. In terms of a playmaker, you don't get much better than him, even though he don't play. Maddison. But then, there's other ones as well. Foden can play in midfield if he needs to. He's class. Bellingham, playmaker, very good. I think who else we've got. We've got loads of midfielders as well. Trent, in my opinion, should play midfield for England anyway. FA Cup final 2010 against Chelsea for me, Lewis says. And I believe I have that somewhere. Don't know where it is, though. I have it somewhere. I don't know if it's that. I think I have the Cardiff one, actually, in my room. If I can find it, I will get it out. This might be it. That isn't it. That's 2 years ago. Yeah, I can't find the right kit, unfortunately. I do have it, but I don't know where it's gone. The central kind of badge. Love it. The Oki kits were always good as well. This last 20 minutes, since the fourth goal, it's just been dead, really. I want England to score a fifth, so we otherwise it's our smallest victory ever over San Marino, showing that they're improving, to say the least. 4-0 and I'll be happy. 5-0, sorry, and I'll stop moaning. I've dropped something here. Yep. There we go. I dropped my soft mints. They'd flown away. Into the last 15 minutes now. Mings has the ball at the back, and we don't look like we're in any danger of conceding. So about that. Here we go. I'm going to ask a question here. What is everyone's favourite sweet? It's not football related, but what is everyone's favourite sweet? It's a very weird question. Don't get me wrong. I've accidentally just clicked on Thogden's live stream there. It's a good streamer as well. Hopefully we can get to be that big one day. But I don't think we will. If Southgate left England or got sacked, who would you bring in to replace him? Oh, Kenny Jackett. No, I'm joking. He's Welsh. As an England manager. Right. I know this might be controversial for a lot of people, but give it 2 or 3 years. Put it on the table. Stevie G can manage England. Done absolutely class for Rangers. Not now. Not yet. Don't give him the England manager's job yet, but in the future, definitely. I'm trying to think of who else out there. Frank Lampard would be good, but once again, he's not done brilliantly for Chelsea and he got sacked. So, yeah, probably Gerrard if he got sacked. I don't think Southgate getting sacked yet anyway. Into the box. I don't know who that was. Ward-Prowse completely messed up his header. To the edge of the box now for Cody. Across to his centre-back partner, Mings. Across to Chilwell. As Lewis says, can't beat a wine gum. They're very good. I like sports mix myself, but, you know. Lingard into the box. Lingard bends it. Saved by the keeper. Safely away there. Out for an England throw-in on the right flank. Jonathan, Stevie G, interesting. Might be manager for Liverpool. Once again, yeah, Stevie G, he's one of those managers that at Rangers he's been class. But I think if an offer comes in from Liverpool or Rangers, Rangers or England, give it 2 or 3 years, maybe even 4. If one of those offers comes in, he's not going to go, no, sorry. Like now he might. If an offer from Liverpool came in now, he might go, no, I don't want it yet. I want to build at Rangers, get my career going. But you give him the chance in 3 or 4 years, once he may have won 2 or 3 league titles more with Rangers, which fair play to him, he's done that. He's come in and rebuilt himself. And once he's done that, who's to say he wouldn't be good enough for England? You know, he likes playing attacking football based off good defence as well. 100% home record in the league. Hasn't dropped points at home yet this season. Massive. But yeah, as San Marino make yet more substitutions from people that I don't know who they are. But this would be a good win for England. I think 4-0. It gets your confidence up with the second team. Berardi coming off. Diadrio coming on. But yes, favourite ground I've been to apart from Fratton Park. I'm going to rule out Wembley here as well because that's going to be everyone's obvious answer. As an away fan, I'm going to talk about for Pompey. As an away fan, Sunderland is good. Nathan, I think you're a Sunderland fan. I love Sunderland away. Stayed there for the weekend once. Blackpool's obviously a good away day, but it's not a good ground. Favourite ground? God, I've been to a lot, so I'm just trying to think of what one I walked into and went, whoa. Like Wembley obviously is the obvious answer for any English fan, or even for some other fans. You know, you're looking at that. Foden whips it across the box. Dealt with, not yet. Yes, it is. No, it's not. Bellingham keeps it in. And it's back to Chilwell. Back to Bellingham. He does some, wow, I'm going this way. No, I'm not. And then back to Lingard. Wembley Old Ground. Oh, Jonathan. The things I would do to get back in that ground, just to go and see it live. It looked so good. But I'm still trying to think. Sunderland will probably be the answer because there's not many other ones that Pompey's kind of level. QPR's a good away ground again. Old school. I prefer grounds that are like 4-sided. Like Rangers is a good example of a 4-sided ground with lots of seats. I prefer that. I honestly, if Pompey got offered on the table now, you can either stay at Fratton Park, add a couple thousand seats and have it as it is, or you can go to a 50,000 brand spanking new stadium, but it's one of the copy and paste stadiums like Southampton's, Middlesbrough's. I'd rather stay at Fratton Park, even though it's less. You're looking at it. Why would you want to, like Southampton, Middlesbrough, Leicester? They're all pretty much carbon copies of each other. Rotherham's quite close, Doncaster as well. They're all just the same ground. Jonathan, it was magical to walk through the entryway into the stadium and see the pitch. I bet it was. A lot of good things happened on that pitch. Euro 96, it's coming home, and then it didn't. Yeah. But yeah, it was a good ground, that one. A lot of fans climbing up as well to get into great games back then. How have we not scored more? It's frightening to watch. Yeah, Lewis, I'm agreeing with you on that. Like, there's not much to commentate on. Like, it's just mainly just passing it about and then hoofing it forward. As I go to total attempts, England 30, San Marino 1, and it's 4-0. As I drop my last soft mint from that pack and eat it. Oh. Nathan, yeah, I'm a Sunderland fan. I've been to Wembley 3 times, scored first in all of them and got beat every time. So those 3, who would they have been? So you've got Pompey when we beat you on penalties. You've got Charlton, the playoffs. I don't know who the other one was. But yeah, Sunderland didn't have a good record at Wembley. They did win there quite recently, though. That's quite good for you. But yeah, fair play to you. Lewis, if we can't take our chances and score more here, then what about the better teams? Mate, I'm worried. Everyone's going to go, yeah, it's a 4-0 win or whatever it is eventually. Even if it does go 5 or 6. But, you know, it doesn't matter. As Chilwell gets the ball down the left flank here, stops his run, cuts back. Looks like it's going out of play, doesn't go out of play. Kept in to Lingard, to Foden, to Watkins on his debut. England 5, San Marino 0. England will not be breaking the trend of winning by 5 goals. Ollie Watkins on his debut gets the 5th goal. What a player. What a player. So from Exeter to scoring on his England debut in under 10 years. Fair play. Nathan, Man City 2013-14 League Cup. Fair enough. I didn't realise that this team really hasn't played together for any length of time to gel. No, it hasn't, Jonathan. It chops and changes too much, in my opinion. Going into a Euros, you want to, if you're playing for any matches, the only change is, did I say Ollie Hawkins? Don't think Ollie Hawkins is playing for England today. I apologise for that. Jonathan, yeah, but obviously the length of time, if you're going into a Euros like we are now, you want to play roughly the same team for every game. Yeah, you obviously make changes to try and find your best team, but you don't want to make 11 changes to play. Like this game, fair enough, it's San Marino. It's not. That is a shocking challenge. Ref, how's that not a free kick there? I'm not sure if it's as bad as it looked, but Trippier's running down the left after a pass from Ward-Prowse, and he just gets clattered. Like, he doesn't mean to, in all fairness to the player. But Trippier plays the ball inside and then just gets cleaned out by the San Marino left-back. But gelling, you need to gel as an England team. They don't play week in, week out of these teams and train every day. You need to play. When you play, that's all the gel you get. So I think, fair enough, against San Marino, you change it. But when you get into games, even against teams like Andorra, teams like that, you play your best team. You play your best team. That's as simple as that. You play Kane. You play so they can gel as a team. Fair enough if you had a whole team of City players that played anyway. But you should be playing your best team, and you can work out who your best players actually are, and then chop and change them. Get into the Euros knowing your team. But Lewis says we might not have gelled together, but still against a part-time team, we should be scoring more. Yeah, we should. 5-0, yeah, it's a good result, but 5-0 against San Marino. Yeah, obviously it's a win. I'm not going to go, Southgate out. Yeah, we've only won 5-0 because we've won 5-0. Which means we've continued the trend of scoring 5. We haven't gone 5 at the back also. But yeah, Foden with the assist as well there. So assists and goals coming from all over the place today. 4 different goal scorers for the England side today. Why don't we do this? Let me know what your teams would be going into these Euros and who you'd be playing. Obviously, England do have a couple more games coming up soon. I'll have a look at who they're against. Because obviously I have 2 backgrounds on YouTube. There's 2, the one with the blinds and this one. If we do a live stream for England on Sunday, it will most likely be the one with the blinds. That will be my background for that one. Movement of setting for that, so I can get this one sorted out. Go through some other scores. Greece is still 1-0 with Spain. Scotland are 2-2 now. McGinn has just equalised for them. John McGinn there with an equaliser. Don't mistake me if I'm wrong here, Nathan, but there's a player playing for Scotland there that I could swear played for. What's it called? That played for Sunderland at some point. We used to have a look. Lyndon Dykes. No, he didn't. I don't know who I'm thinking of, but I thought he'd play for Sunderland. Charlie White should have been called up. Absolute powerhouse, mate. Absolute powerhouse. Maybe not. Joe, Preston badge there. Love to see it. Should have at least 8 goals. We should have probably more. This England team just can't finish today. Even, Calvert-Lewin, yes, he's got 2 goals. We should have had a hat-trick. He's not been good today. Well, he's been good, obviously, 2 goals. You're not complaining about that. But we should have had more goals as I look over here. 3.5 minutes plus injury time to go. Just popping the ball about, really. Lingard with a up the length park to Chilwell. Thinks into the box, cleared away just as far as Phillips, who wins it. Takes it off Bellingham, out to the left flank where Lingard is currently. Into Ward-Prowse, gets into the box, cuts it back where nobody is. Cleared half away as Phillips picks it up just halfway in between the area and the halfway line. Foden comes to play down and looks to play it forward again with another dink over the top to Chilwell. Chilwell cutting it back nearly, doesn't quite get there. That should be a penalty. Not given. Goal kick to San Marino. Chilwell cut back inside. Got taken out by the defender. Referee didn't think so. No penalty. I think it would have been soft. Just watching it back. Chilwell played for it, really. I don't think you can get a penalty for that these days. I don't like it. Joe, still better than watching Preston at the minute. Thank God for the international break. Is it that bad for you at the moment? Quite like Preston, actually. There's another ground I love, Deepdale. Thanks for the subscription as well, Joe. I've just seen that pop up on my iPad. Thank you for that. Thank you for subscribing. Hope you like my content and this live stream. But Joe, I'll have a look at Preston as well, because I love to do this. As I've already said, when the games nothing's really happening, a foul on Watkins there. Sorry, a foul by Watkins there, kicking the head. My cat continues to meow outside my room. Quite powerfully as well. His brother's out there somewhere. Oh dear. Just looking at Preston's form. Oh dear. Lost to Watford, lost to Cardiff, drew with QPR, beat Huddersfield, lost to Millwall, drew with Bournemouth, lost to Wickham, lost to Middlesbrough, lost to Luton, with Norwich, Swansea and Brentford up next. Oh dear. Could we be seeing Preston in League One next season? They do hold 9 points off the relegation zone, albeit Rotherham having 4 games in hand, Sheffield United with 1. May not be going well for them. Let's just say that. Joe, hopefully you do stay up. As I go fuzzy once more, and I'm back now again. England goal kick. Kane looking visibly annoyed as he just sat on the bench. Not getting to come on. He looks disappointed. As England start play again from the goal kick. To Ward-Prowse, who's come inside to a right-back kind of position. Up to Trippier. Across to Foden. Onto his left foot now. Across field to Mings. Mings picking up, dribbling it slightly forward. A minute to go. Mings out to Chilwell on the left flank. England playing very attacking fullbacks here. To Bellingham, back to Chilwell. Good tackle there by the San Marino winger, I suppose. Bellingham does nip in though. Sorry, Lingard nips in and grabs the ball back off him. I keep getting these two mixed up. And across to Cody now at the back, who's just making a side run. Passes it towards Prowse. Back into Foden now. Across to good passing football going here, actually. Nathan, I want the international break to go because Sunderland are on form. Yeah, but you're playing them Saturday still. You've got Bristol Rovers away. So the international break doesn't matter for League One. It's only Championship, really, and the Premier League. So Sunderland's still playing Saturday, and so are Pompey. I'll be doing a live stream of the Pompey game. Well, watch along. If anyone else wants to tune in for that, if you're not, a fan of any teams that are playing. Joe, yeah, it's bad. I didn't realise it was. I don't like seeing teams in form like that. 2 minutes added on here at Wembley. Lewis will be back in 2 minutes with us, hopefully. I think he's still here in the chat, maybe, hopefully, possibly. As the San Marino keeper gets us back underway with a big long kick, searching but not finding as they flick it on, but straight to Connor Cody, who's out to Trippier here. Trippier up to Foden, who's sent a defender the wrong way, goes round him. Foden dancing inside again, and Ward-Prowse comes in and pings the ball out to the right flank. Sorry, not Ward-Prowse. Phillips is coming. I thought that was Ward-Prowse. Phillips pings it in to Ward-Prowse as England win a throw-in or corner or one of the two. Nathan McMahon. True, but most of our top players on international duty. What ones of your players have been called up then? I'm not quite sure who would have been called up, actually. Ward-Prowse across the box, hoofed away. Nathan, do let me know in the comments who has actually been called up. I just found your channel now. Do you live streams of FIFA or anything, just football videos? At the moment, it's just these. But there could be. There's room for, FIFA, Football Manager, things like that. Even just those videos as well. But as it stands, it's just football. But once again, Football Manager could be coming in alongside FIFA if that's what you guys want to see. There's room for it. As their keeper takes another free kick 25 seconds after this game. It's probably at full time in real life. But, I am behind. Bellingham out to Chilwell. Chilwell plays a forward pass to Foden. Foden gets tackled. I think that's going to be just about it now. Mings completely annihilates San Marino's striker there. Kills him off the ball. He's down on the floor. Stop, it's already dead. The Simpsons quote there could be used quite appropriately as Mings gets into the book. I think that is the first yellow card of the game, actually, in the 2nd minute of injury. Well, extra time, injury time, whatever you want to call it. Absolute pile driver of a challenge. I think after this, that is going to be that. McGeady, Bailey, Wright, Conor McLaughlin. Fair enough. That's 3. Surely you could have got your game called off. Guess your manager didn't want to. Some others but forgot. Fair enough, Nathan. That is the full-time whistle. It has gone. England 5, San Marino 0. Is it good enough, England fans? Do you think that is what we need to be seeing, or do you think it's just not good enough? Do you think England need to improve for the next games, for the next things they're going to be playing? And we do now welcome back in Lewis. How are you, Lewis? Thoughts on the 5-0 victory over San Marino?
I'm disappointed. I'm really disappointed.
Fair enough. I think we can all say it's a job done, but not a job well done. I think that's fair to say. You know,
yeah.
5.
At the end of the day, yeah, we are 5-0, but that was shocking. We had 30 plus attempts on goal. Their keeper made some good saves in the second half as well. But yeah, like that Jonathan said, the team hasn't gelled. But with games like this, with the teams are playing like this, we need to be taking our chances and scoring as many goals as we possibly can. 1, for goal difference, and 2, for confidence. And the simple fact is, when we're playing teams that are a lot better than us, better than us, or the same level of us, that aren't as low as us, if we miss chances like that in the big games, that could hurt us badly.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So like,
I was going to get
we need to take the chances more. It's just, it was quite a boring game, to be honest. Yeah, we scored a lot of goals, but we just pinned them in the whole game. We had, like, I don't know how much possession in the end. It must have been over 80% easily. You know what I mean? Like, it's just quite a boring game to watch.
Yeah. So Joe has put, we all have to agree 5-0 is shocking. Yeah. Nathan Bailey, Wright, and McGee used to play for Preston not long ago. Both good players for League One. Yeah, they are, Joe. They definitely are. We'll go through now, though, a couple of the other results, particularly from our group. We'll just pick out a couple from others, though. Spain has still 1-1 with Greece. Sweden beating Georgia in the 5th minute of extra time. Italy defeating Northern Ireland 2-0, with Switzerland beating Bulgaria 3-1 in that group. Denmark getting a 2-0 win over Israel. Moldova 1, Faroe Islands 1. Scotland claiming a 2-2 draw against Austria, possibly the hardest team in that group other than Denmark. Albania beating Andorra 1-0 away. Well, currently, England 5, San Marino 0. Poland have managed to get a point as it stands. It went 2-0 to Hungary. Poland managed to score 2 in 1 minute to make it 2-2. Hungary reached the lead before the man himself, Robert Lewandowski, scored to make it 3-3. So in the 93rd minute there, it's still 3-3. Germany beat Iceland 3-0. Liechtenstein 0, Armenia 1. The one Armenian we all know did not get the goal in that game. And Romania defeating North Macedonia 3-2 with... There's another couple of North Macedonian players I think we should all know. Alioski in particular there. But Romania defeating them. But, you know, an England game that I think is disappointing and kind of... It's good and bad at the same time for its own different reasons. I think we'll both agree on that. England claiming the 3 points to go top of the group to go top of the group on goal difference after one game. So... in that sense, yes, it's a good start. Actually, England are top of the group on points currently, but only because Albania are beating Andorra. But, you know, England 2 points clear of qualification after one game. Didn't think we'd be saying that. But I think Lewis should agree with me in saying we should have scored more. I think you said that when we were talking about it before as well. That's the only thing we can say is England should be scoring more against San Marino. Do you think England, playing like that, do you think England will have a chance in these Euros?
If we play like that, we'll be a good possession team. We'll have good chances. It's just getting the right mix of players together to play well together. Because in the chat, I can't remember the last time we played a team that was the same 11 each time. We've never really had a proper gel team. It's always been swap, change, and there's be a team to gel together. And obviously it's hard because international football, yeah, I agree, but I don't know, we can play well. We have the potential to do very well. It's just missing the chances. We can't miss the chances. That's simple as, really.
Yeah, agreed. I just want to make a point here, though, not about England, but about international football. So who knocked England out of the World Cup semi-final, Lou? Could you answer me that question?
Croatia.
2018. Croatia. Now, Croatia, in their last 5 games internationally, have not got a win. They lost 2-1 to France, 3-3 with Croatia, before losing 2-1, 3-2, 1-0 to Sweden, Portugal, and Slovenia, respectively.
The ones who won the international football
have fallen off massively.
The one season wonders.
Before that, they only recorded 2 wins over Sweden and Switzerland before losses against France and Portugal before that as well. They've only won 2 games since March 2020. Yes, there's not been many games played, but they've still been playing them. 2 wins since March 2020 for Croatia. Could be worse, could support them. Anyway, we'll get some comments up now. Jonathan has put, before every big tournament, England always play a massive players, trying to see if there's 1 or 2 they can add to the squad. Not giving the team any length of time to play together and gets cohesive. Completely agree. Any opinions on this comment on the screen right now, Lewis?
I agree with that opinion. Like we never play a team, the same team every time England play. There's always swaps, changes. Yeah, agree with that comment. It's true. Like if anyone can disagree with that comment, I'd like to know what they thought of it. But you can't not agree with that comment. Like it's the truest comment I've seen. Like it's just I agree with it.
Mm-hmm. Now I'm going to take this off screen now just to mention the man himself, Ollie Watkins. Now in his career, he was at Exeter just in 2017. Now Pompey got promoted from League Two that season. Ollie Watkins, in his career at Exeter, played 74 games, scoring 25 goals before Brentford snapped him up in 2017. 3 years at Brentford, saw him play 143 games with 49 goals, and currently at Aston Villa, 32 games, 13 goals. A natural goal scorer. But in 4 years, he's gone from League Two to international goal scorer. He currently has the best strike rate of any England striker ever. I think he'll be proud of that one to have in the locker. He'll bring that out. Did you know that I am England's best goal scorer by minutes per goal? He'll be hoping he don't play again. No, I'm joking. He'll hope he can get back in the game next time and get some more goals. But Nathan, I think we're talking more about Sunderland with Nathan here. Yeah, at the beginning of the season, Parky kept McGeady out, scored the clown, and Wright is the heartbeat of our defence. Fair enough. Sunderland obviously missing a couple of players this weekend, Lou. If you're wondering what that was about. I believe, though, we have some news from a league that we know well. Apparently, there's been a game. Don't ask me who between. But apparently, 2 teams have played tonight. They have. No, have they? No, they haven't. They played last night. A YouTube video popped up. Swindon beating Bristol Rovers. I thought that was tonight. I got very, very confused then. But I think we should talk about Pompey as well, because, Pompey playing soon. But we won't talk too much about them, obviously. In 8th, we'll talk about them in our match preview, which should be out tomorrow or Saturday. We'll talk about one man, though, from Pompey, James Ward-Prowse. Now, I know you particularly don't like to give him too much credit, as he is playing for that down the road. But if you could sum him up in just one kind of sentence or one word, what would you sum him up as today?
Quality, pure quality. Man of match performance. He's quality today. He played so well, passing well, scored a goal, a free kick. That was a class free kick. And like I said, I hate to say it, but he's got very good potential, and he's a very good player.
He definitely has. I think that's one of the best. I've nearly pulled my headphones out here, but I think he's definitely one of the best performances I've seen from an England player, England centre mid in a while. Definitely stating his claims to want to be in the English squad permanently. Now, I think realistically that's where we're going to end this. We're going to talk about a couple of stats, and then we'll probably call it a night. England having 85% possession, 32 shots, 35 chances, 845 passes. Before we mention that, though, Jonathan, Blake, I got to go. Dinner's ready. Thanks for the chat. I'll hopefully going to check back in for England's next game. Thank you for watching, mate. Hope you have enjoyed. 845 passes to San Marino's 93, showing England want to be a passing team. Do you think passing will work at the Euros, Lou? We'll end this now. This is where the stream will end after this. Do you think England will work well at the Euros, passing the ball about the park?
Yeah, they'll get in spaces. They'll get the spaces. They'll get the passes to attack, which will hopefully lead to goals. So yeah, I feel like passing will be quality for the Euros. Yeah.
Good. Now that is where we're going to end tonight's stream. 9:45 it is now. We've been here for almost just over 2.5 hours now. Thank you once again, Lewis, for joining me today. Hope you've said all you wanted to say. Hope I haven't missed anything.
Don't forget to subscribe to Blake's channel. You've got to do it. Get to 1,000 by the end of the year. Trust.
Thank you, mate. Well, thank you for joining me again. As always, I appreciate it. We'll be seeing your preview in the next game for Pompey. So before then, I'll let you go. I'll see you in about 20 minutes on a FaceTime call or something for Xbox. So I'll see you then.
Yeah. I'll speak to you in a bit. See you later.
That is where we're practically going to leave this. Nathan said, Blake, keep up the good work and you'll get better and more subs. Enjoyed the stream. Respect from Sunderland. Thank you, mate. Thank you a lot for that. Now, if anyone wants to say anything before we end this stream, I'll leave this open for a couple of seconds, couple of minutes maybe. So just to leave you open. Any questions to fire over to me. If you want to see anything, let me know now because I will see them live. I won't ignore anything. But that is pretty much where this stream will end. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Hopefully England have made everyone fairly happy, and I'll see you guys in the next video, which should be out tomorrow, Saturday, one of the two, and there'll be a live stream for Pompey's game on Saturday. But before then, I'll see you in the next one, and goodbye.